innocence. We didn't expect it. We were so unsuspecting. Some of us participated in it without knowing what we were doing. And to understand it, there's 200 years of history you're going to have to look at. 1400 to 1600. It's the major turning point in world history. At the end of these 200 years, the world would never, ever be the same again. Europe had come out of its bag. It had rescued itself at our expense. It had learned longitude and latitude again. Had learned how to handle ships. They had, in their search for Asia and the spices and the sweets of Asia, they had discovered Africa en route, the greater prize. We are the victims of our own innocence. We didn't expect it. We were so unsuspecting. Some of us participated in it without knowing what we were doing.
Big die, I got the game on the chokehold like a slip knot. Too much ambition, I got too much drive. I'm probably due for a pitch die. Black die, reppin' the team, reppin' the squad like a mascot. Yeah, I'm the one, you know that I got it, but I still speak for the have-nots. Big die, I got the game on the chokehold like a slip knot. Too much ambition, I got too much drive. I'm probably due for a pitch die. Black die, reppin' the team, reppin' the squad like a mascot. Yeah, I'm the one, you know that I got it, but I still speak for the have-nots. Yeah. It's been a hell of a run. I done bagged all of the women I wanted to bag. I probably should slow down and settle with one. Probably should hit up my mama and tell her my problem. She always wanna pray for her son. Tell her I got it, there's nothing your God could do for me. I feel much more safe with a gun. Look what I've done, just look at what I've become. They thought I was stuck in the mud, I done came up. They gotta pay like I weigh, I made them double the funds. Niggas be hating, probably cause they wifey like me and she wanna give me the buns. She got a friend, told her that she can come too because two heads is better than one. My competition is none.
Peace to everybody in the chat. It's your boy Sean P in the place to be. Like the show, share the show, tell a friend, we're live. We're going to get into a few things. Of course, I always like to use moments to help edify and educate us as a whole so that we can move forward. It's about standing on the shoulders of our ancestors and progressing information as we come into it. This is a serious topic because I posed the question, are debaters using Africa for clout? So I should have put a poll in the chat, but I wanted people's opinion. If you felt like debaters are using Africa for clout or not. So let me put the poll up. And for those of you who are live, and those of you who catch the replay, you have an opportunity to voice your opinion through voting. Give me 1 second and I'll update that. Now, this gonna get interesting because our brother YK the Truth, he just dropped a video. And hold on 1 second. Let me drop this in the chat for y'all. Poll is started. There we go. Should pop up for y'all now. What's good? What's good? Before we get going, I do see my Massey Warrior Clan brother in the chat. Aziz, EIE in the building. Gullah, what's good, bro? Sister I Ballad in the building, Public Enemy in the building, Mongo is in the building. There's quite a few other people that have not commented yet. Peace to all of you. There goes Zane. Peace to Brother Zane. Those of you who are catching the stream and have not spoken in the chat or said your piece, peace to you. Sister Beatrice, what's good, sis? How's it going? How's it going? What up, brother? So if you haven't called Brother YK the True Video, I want to play it on air, but more importantly, I really need y'all to go over there and support the brother and what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Because he's putting in that work. He's putting in that work. He's in a multitude of fights. So you know what I'm saying? He don't need to stretch himself too far out, but he does have, you know, other people helping resolve the issue. So I'm going to play his video, and that's how we're gonna start the show. Yeah. And I'm gonna open the panel up too. Once I get my screen sharing shit on, you know how I gotta do. You know how I roll. That's good. Glad all things is going well for you.
Mad because we putting out information, bro. Y'all don't have no followers because y'all not putting out no information, bro. Don't nobody want to follow that because it's corny. The same way with these Pan-Africans. All y'all do is talk. All y'all do is wake up and make videos about the Aboriginal community. When y'all gonna actually put out y'all own information? When y'all gonna actually show some African information? When y'all gonna show African history? Because it's one dude on YouTube, his channel dope. Dude is a Pan-African to the heart, and he don't be engaged in none of that foolishness. All he do is put out African history, and it's a wonder why his channel got 687,000 subscribers. Because he focused on putting history out. He not wasting time trying to make videos about other men. He not doing that. And I'm fully backing all my brothers, all my Negroes that look like me, that's putting out indigenous history. I fully back them 100%, period. I don't care what we went through in the past. I don't care if we had words. I don't care what it is. I'm fully backing them 100% with what they putting out. If they was truly for Africa and truly for their people, they would be putting out educational videos on Africa. They would be putting out educational videos on Kemet, on Ethiopia, on Egypt, wherever they think they from. They would be putting out educational videos on that. But instead, they're showing their envy and our superiority. Because why? They wake up every day to make videos about the Aborigines. We're that important. We're living rent-free in their heads.
We're going to talk about clout chasing, because that's exactly what they're doing. When they start titling all their shows and get Africa in it and trying to Pan-African this, Pan-African that, us to death, clickbait. Like, we're going to talk about that. Why is Africa so amusing to these YouTubers who claim to be Aboriginal? Like, okay, teach the Aboriginal history. What is the Aboriginal history? Oh, it's non-existing. There's no Aboriginal history out there. There's only the Paleo Indians from the Paleo period to the Archaic period to the Woodland period to the Mississippian period. That's where it stopped. It's those 4 periods right there. Right? And then evidence inside of those 4 periods. And then you have these different tribes that start formulating, and then here come the Europeans. The European pull up after that. So where in this grace period between 23,000 years ago, where we have evidence for, up until 1492, the arrival of the first, and not even that, until the arrival of the Europeans in North America specifically, that y'all ain't got no history. So all your shit gone. You ain't got no bones, you ain't leave no DNA behind, but they can find 13,000, 17,000 year old DNA, but they can't find yours. yours can't be found at all. No archaeological sites, no gravestones, no buried bones, no, none of that. From 23,000 years all the way up into the 1400s, you telling me the late 14, we'll say the 1500s, you telling me that y'all ain't got nothing to talk about? And when you do, it's somebody else's shit that don't look like you at all. And the only thing you can say is, see, that looks like us. See how they painted themselves black. Did you ever think to go look at why they painted certain scenery black? They tell you that. So make it make sense to us, because we really want to know what's going on. No history having motherfuckers. And the history you trying to claim, you fuck it up. That's why we here. We exist because y'all are fucking up history. We could still be talking about Africa, West Africa, African American history, blacks in history, our achievements and advancements in science, technology, mathematics, and otherwise. We could be celebrating our accomplishments alone, which we still celebrating our accomplishments. But now we celebrating our accomplishments, educating you slow motherfuckers on slave trade, and bringing out a whole bunch of primary documents y'all never seen before. You trying to make these immigrants from Europe slaves. You trying to say that some Negroes from America built some ships, went to Europe, and brought back on one ship 300,000 Europeans that didn't die. They all ended up in the Americas, and that's how they got here. And then they wrote y'all out of history. They pencil whipped y'all ass during the Reconstruction era. And now y'all ain't got no surviving documents. What was surviving died and was burned up. That's what you want us to believe. You are fucking crazy.
Are you interested in starting your own faceless YouTube?
My bad. So yeah, shout out to YK for helping us getting the show going real quick. Here dogs do holler, man. Yeah. So listen, Lucky, what's good, brother? I wanted to do an after show with what you did yesterday, but I think y'all might have still been in conversation, so I just kind of left that alone. So let's deal with that. First and foremost, I want to show y'all what I mean by clout. Well, I can tell y'all. We already know. So when these brothers came on the scene with their bullshit, Harriet Tubman was fictional. Nat Turner was fictional. Martin Luther King said that and Malcolm X were indigenous beings. They began to revise history, right? I'm gonna go back to YK's channel because he has some of the things that I'm referring to, and especially from people like the research guy and Dane Calloway and all of that. The slave trade never happened. It happened in reverse. Shit like that, right? So when we're dealing with this subject matter, it is important to know that we've been putting out work about Africa for a long time. We had to switch gears because some traction was being gained by pseudo claims, right? By pseudo claims by people like Aboriginal Power, the research guy, Dane Calloway, Attachinist One, Supreme Chief Holiday, Ali Muhammad, some other ones out there. And then, it's people up under those people. Copper Color, You know what I'm saying? Like grandmama said, there's a lot. So I'm just showing you some of the things that YK just has on his channel. Not with other people. Mind you, there was some boxing things that he was going on right there because he was taking a break. But grandmama said it was a big thing. Abraham Lincoln was a black man. I think did they try to say George Washington? Andrew Jackson. I think they try to say Andrew Jackson was a black man. Right? This is just on YK the Truth's page. Watch this. I'm going to go to Not a Coincidences page. Let me go to his videos first. Right? You look at what Not a Coincidence is dealing with. Dan Calloway versus African Americans. Was white people enslaved in America? Did Negro and Indians, whatever the case may be? Right? Did Negro and Indians own them? There's claims like that. Negroes and Indians own white people. There was claims that Negroes been here in the Americas. And then you have this guy, the research guy, saying what he just said, right? This guy talking about DNA is fake, Black Europeans, right? A whole host of things that has been talked about. I'm not even going to each one teach one page and what they had to deal with. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to go to any other channel out there that's also been beating up abos. I'm just showing you a few. Now watch this. Since he crying, right? These are examples. Was Abraham Lincoln a slave? Really? Really? This is what you doing over there, bro? Bro, this is what you doing over there. Indigenous people reclassified as freedmen. Afro-Mexicans, world's most forgotten history. Black Jews and their connection to ancient Israel. This is what you're doing? This is what you're doing, bro. You saying that we're borrowing your content. Hidden inventions that were created by Black Americans. We know, ain't nothing hidden about the inventions. Like on some real stuff. You're confusing people. You're miseducating people. You're lying on people. The true name of America. You see what I'm saying? Indian to mulatto. Really, nigga? Really, ancient Black Indians in America before Columbus. Come on, bro. We know you made it up. You're a makeupologist. I ain't even got to go to nobody else's channel. Just off the cusp. So I asked, are debaters using Africa for clout? The answer is yes. For me, the answer is yes. Because they don't get our attention until they start talking about Africa or start remixing African American history or start making everybody something that they're not. If they're talking about some Native American shit, we don't even tune into that shit. The Native Americans go over there and fend for themselves. But if they're talking about making Black people in America, Native Americans, or indigenous to the Americas, we defend that. When you start taking prominent leadership in America that helped advance Black people to where we are today, we defend that. Excuse me. So you're absolutely using Africa for clout. and clickbait. Because I done went over there on AP channel thinking that he finna talk about something that he has in the title to see if I'm gonna line him up. Listen, I got him lined up. Hollows, 4 clips, lined up. I got him in sight. And I started scanning through the video. And he up there gossiping like he on a goddamn blog show, blog talk radio. Like, what's really going on here? What are we doing? So y'all are titling y'all shows a certain way. Then y'all complaining about when we come on there and correct y'all information. Y'all baiting us to click on your link so that you can get some traction on your channel and your panel because you want us to argue so your audience can be entertained by that. And like fools, we go and argue with you because we know if we just let y'all sit up there and talk, then you're going to dumb down the people who are on the fence. And then we start losing. It's really the women because they're the first teachers of the children that most of us are worried about. We don't care nothing about the men. They got their education in the county jail or doing a little time in the penitentiary. They came home from the penitentiary, heard some Dane Calloway shit in the pen, and start reversing everything they ever learned. But most of them dropped out. So that's why you see people like Tight Sound. That's why you see people like Smoke Signal. That's why you see other people when I was asking that question on Not a Coincidence's show. Did you graduate high school? This is how you see 111 Truth over there lying about he from Louisiana. Now he out there in goddamn California somewhere. And then when I'm out there, he in Chicago. Then he in Memphis. I'm in Nashville when he in Memphis, but he talking about he's sick the whole time. Like all of that just confusion. Now he back over there. Stop the cap. So absolutely, the way you're titling things, then you're going on channels like popular channels in the sub community that we call the conscious community, and you're going on Sinetta's platform and you trying to debate and argue with other people that Sinetta thinks are the top dogs and best debaters and things of that nature, all to drive a dollar. I get that. All of it drives a dollar at the end of the day. So y'all go over there for that attention. Then y'all came up with the idea that y'all can do y'all own debate league. Y'all don't need Sinetta. So y'all don't show up over there no more. Y'all ain't trying to defend any of that. And Sinetta cussing y'all out, but only Top Cats is trying to keep ties with Sinetta because he feel like he the top elbow. Him and Ali Muhammad, but Ali Muhammad is going to be top over Buddy because Dane Calloway ain't even trying to assume the position. He claimed he won $50,000. So y'all are unorganized and don't have no structure. And y'all just made this shit up in 2016, 2015, and y'all borrowing this shit from a motherfucker who been pseudo and left this shit alone years ago. So here we are. And Africa is always in the discussion. If it ain't Africa, it's the descendants of Africa that are in the discussion on all these pseudo channels. Crazy. Public Enemy says showing a 10-minute video and ad-libbing wins debates. How they do that? Well, Kemet, we can't say, bro, listen to me. We can't tell our brothers to not go over there and debate. We can't orchestrate any of that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they don't teach over there. All it is a debate. All they do is a debate and argue shit. So when they catch some traction and Lucky and them show up or whatever the case may be, if Lucky and YK and Not a Coincidence don't show up, Shy One in the chat, and they'll just be running their mouth about some shit. It might be hip hop, it might be whatever. It's a gossip channel. They like, you know what I'm saying? I hate to use this phrase, but they like kids in grade school or middle schoolers, just running their mouth about everything happening around. It ain't got nothing to do with them. So they're just running their mouth. They need some traction. So the panel link gets dropped down to gain that traction. They're not teachers. Tell me when you've heard an AP teach. That he gave a precise lecture that was like, yo, y'all need to check this lecture out, man. AP dropped some information and it was A1. Tell me, when have Ali Muhammad is the only person, listen to me closely, because he already had the Brooklyn Magic. Ali Muhammad is the only person that'll put a slideshow presentation together, be full of lies, but he'll say that motherfucker like it's the truth. And because he's showing you something, he's going to be able to get away with it and go further than the dudes who just sit up there and just talk. He's a different type of dude. He ain't going around and saying that Martin Luther King wasn't an African American. He don't go around and use these historical figures and say some of the shit that's been said. He has a whole nother approach. He ain't got the same Abo blueprint that everybody else got. So Ali Muhammad is really different than all of them because he's more sophisticated. He'll go, listen, he's so sophisticated that he'll go get some scientific articles, put them up there knowing his audience don't understand shit said in the articles, and he barely even understands the shit. But he will put a twist on that shit to make you feel like, God, and then sell it to you like this is Aboriginal science. He is the only one because he's been around the longest. So he knows how to manipulate the ignorance and prey on the ignorance of the masses. They're too fooled to know how to cross-reference, research, and validate information. They're not scientifically literate. They're illiterate to the subject matter. They're illiterate to history. They're illiterate to a lot of the things that are being taught in the community because they don't have the time. They've been so far removed from school, or maybe have dropped out, or whatever the case may be, or kids and functions and busy, that the truth is women rely more on microwave information than most men. Women rely more on microwave information than most men. And knowing that, the men knowing that, prey on the women because the women ain't got the time. Why do you think it's not 50 women in the chat? I guarantee you this. If I was live right now and there were 50 women in the chat, there will be 100 men in the chat with them 50 women. This is a stone cold fact. Because some of our women, they don't do their due diligence. They don't know how. They don't have the time to. It doesn't make sense to them. They're too busy being a mother, being entertained by other things like social media and said, or their relationship is shitty, or their relationship might just be you know, taken away from their experiences. So if their boyfriend into something, or their husband, or their fiance, or someone that they're dating is into something that's in the conscious community, and they just so happen to be beside them and they hear that shit, then they dial into that shit too. It rubs off on them. Now, they might not take up all of that shit. They might even question it. But if it's something that's interesting to them, they're going to be like, oh, I never thought of it that way. That kind of makes sense. Or this, that, and the third. Like, that shit rubs off. So it's crazy. Like this right here, look. Let me show you. Tonight, A1 said, like I told y'all, Shawan gonna be in the chat. It's love and hip hop for him. The Aboriginal channels are like love and hip hop for women. Y'all gotta realize this. These Abo channels are like love and hip hop. They're entertaining to some people. And then they begin to develop the preacher syndrome. My preacher, my pastor, my bishop. They become just like the religious zealots in the church that they want to talk about at times. They become those same people about these individuals, right? They begin to worship these individuals and put them in pedestals and places as if they can't be corrected. So when they are corrected, people like me, I become the villain. I become a hater. I become, he a bitch, he this, he that, because I'm telling the truth. All this comes back to Africa. But look at the claim. A1 said, you listen, Shawan, next time when you're dealing with something like that, you have to make sure that you have the timestamp. So if you over there and you wasting your time listening to that shit, you got to be smart enough to hit the clip button on YouTube and clip it so you got the time frame where it was said, and you can share that. Now people can go directly to that, grab the claim, and deal with the claim, because I'm not going over there to listen to none of that shit. But I will help make sure that we got the correct information out there so people ain't lost. This man said sharecropping was us still enslaving white people. That is why we go over there and argue with them fools and deal with the information, because they're lying to people. The role of the black sharecropper, he wasn't out there controlling the white people, telling them what to do. If they're black sharecroppers, in what time period is he referring to? So you got to deal with all of that. You have to deal with all of that. All of it. Like, yo, we gotta get out our own way. Like, we ain't making no sense the way we need to make sense. We cannot allow our ancestors to be lied on. We cannot allow revisionists to rewrite history. We cannot do that. And see, this is what I'm saying. Like, what is he sneak dissing you for? It makes no sense. Yeah, I'm cool with that. But my point is, they're using Africa to build up their channels, to drive these debate leagues and do all this other ignorant shit that really aren't really formal debate leagues. Right? Lucky was over there, I was told, and then I went over there and clicked. But I didn't listen to much of it, and I stayed away from it. I was told that you were having a debate with some dude in Philadelphia, or whoever his name is, must be an older cat, but it was about Africa. Why would that be the subject matter? Why are we talking about Africa on an Aboriginal channel? Where's the Aboriginal history and the position that they take and uphold according to their documents that they have? Where are those documents? What do they look like? And can we get them on the screen so we can look at them and correct ourselves? Where that shit at? Right? Because you're going to reject primary evidence. You're going to say, nah, that's the white man shit. You ain't going to believe nothing that's on the screen. And even if we take you to the place where it is, and we show you the evidence, you still ain't going to believe it. No. PNF punk ass. He said we're doing Anglo-Saxon teaching or some shit. Old English, Anglo-Saxon teaching. Whatever the hell that slick bullshit he said it. And then he turns around and says that he is an Aboriginal, Indigenous, Moorish American. Fuck is that? We ain't black. What I'm trying to tell y'all bias. Like, come on, bro, quit playing with us. So yes, they are using Africa for clout. Just go look at their channels and scroll down. It tells you that. I see we got some more people in the building, man. Peace, not to see what's good, brother. Bar Reloaded in here too. You know what I'm saying? Barry was good. Infinite Minds is in here. I already said shot one name. Bamboo, you said something early in the chat. I was lost. It's Pure Black, crazy asses in the channel. I don't know what. Listen, Public Enemy, Willie. I don't know what Pure might say. I'm scared when he say shit. I don't even want to read it out loud. Antonio was good, brother. I missed you earlier. EIE. You know what I'm saying? All of that. Ramon was good. Yeah, they disrespect my ancestors a lot. I don't like it. I stand for mine. Facts. They have no sources. How they gonna debate? Same shit, bro. On the road. I got you, bro. Got you. This what they were debating? No running water in Africa cities? Craziness. Yeah. You do know they take showers, right? This is the thing. When you say shit like this, no running water in Africa. Okay, so if I take you to West Africa, if I take you to Accra, West Africa, or somewhere in South Africa, or somewhere in Nigeria, and show you that they got running water and shit like that, they got showers they taking showers in the hotels, the conversation is over with. It's a wrap. You try to listen. Africa is huge. It's 54 some countries in that bitch. Huge. There's a lot of shit that we still don't even know to this day about Africa in certain smaller pockets in the centralized area of Africa. Yes, they've discovered stuff, but they ain't been there digging and looking and all of that because they're everywhere else digging, looking, and searching. Desmond, what up? Like they're retarded. Like, what are we doing? So again, it's that, man. It's simple. Like you asking us to talk about Africa, teach African history. In the same breath, you trying to steal Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman, Nat Turner. You know what I'm saying? Alexander Crummell. You trying to take all the instrumental people. Yeah, pause. You trying to take the freedmen and turn them into some indigenous aboriginals. That's what you're doing. But we supposed to sit back and just be like, oh, let them keep talking, let them keep lying, and you know what I'm saying whatever the hell they saying. We ain't gotta do nothing. Let them motherfuckers lie. What they got to do with us? Why do we care? We know it's a lie. Why do we care? Let them motherfuckers go be dumb, right? Just let them be willfully ignorant and stupid, right? Don't give them no contradicting information to be able to pull them away from the bullshit. Just let it happen. So that's my rant about debate, about the motherfuckers using Africa for clout. And what I meant by debaters using Africa for clout, let me be more specific. So I want to share with y'all, of course, I always like to share shit. But a couple documents here, they're all going to be in the description. And I'm about to drop the link. I'm not going to talk too much about them, but the goal of this article is all about debating. So what are the goals and objections? The primary goal of a debate is for students to generate effective critical thinking into primary issues in the given topic. If y'all don't recall on Science with Sean, we did a lot of, we went through an entire book on critical thinking. There was a reason we did that, because the more effective, the more that we studied on how to analyze and recognize claims and think critically about shit, the better we would be at dealing with a lot of the things in our daily lives and in these YouTube streets. But here we go. All right, so the primary goal of a debate is for students to generate effective critical thinking into primary issues in a given topic. Sample objective statements include: through active participation in debate activity, students will compare and discriminate between ideas X and Y, verify the value of evidence for concepts X or Y, resolve controversies, recognize strengths and weaknesses of arguments, as determined by successfully attending to at least 80% of the rubric items for the assignment. Prerequisites, we ain't dealing with that shit. So here's the thing. You have to know really, what this shit's overall goal or objective is before you really get involved. What's this? Okay. So, real quick, a debate is an organized argument or contest of ideas in which the participants discuss a topic from two opposing sides. An organized argument. Ladies and gentlemen, we bear witness to YK the Truth, who organized his argument. Hold on 1 second. So, a debate is organized argument or contest of ideas in which the participants discuss a topic from two opposing sides. We witnessed YK and 111 Truth. Can you tell me if that was an organized argument by 111 Truth? Or can you tell me if YK had an organized argument against 111 Truth? According to this statement here, let me finish though. Those who agree with the statement or idea are the pro side, right? YK was on the pro side of evolution. Those who will not agree with the statement or idea are on the con side. 111 Truth was the con side. Each side will show in an organized and clever way why they believe to have the right answers. They will use examples and evidence to support their ideas while working towards a conclusion. Who worked toward the conclusion? Who used examples and evidence to support their ideas? Tell me. I wrote them down on a sheet. I got the piece of paper upstairs. All I want to know is who did everything that was stated in this first paragraph. I need to know. Let me know. Just let me know. Y'all saw the debate. Y'all bear witness to it. I ain't. I was responding to a message. That's why I was pausing. I ain't got to mute and do nothing. I did cough one time, but I was responding to a message. And I just drank with my mic open while y'all trying to joke. Anyway, the aim of a debate is to convince the opposition that you are right. When two sides agree on the subject, when one side's arguments are more convincing than the other side, that is when the debate comes to a close. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment that truth, 111 truth, start talking about DNA, transitional fossils, and other shit that was in support of YK the truth, the debate was over, and that was in the first round. The debate was over. He just agreed with YK the truth by showing additional information that YK hadn't even got yet to argue in some instances. The only thing that he showed that was opposing was a creationist site. And just to come back around and show the science, it went in a totally different direction than the creationist site. And this dude AP want us to wait 2 weeks before he make his debate public to be shared. When the shit was over round one. Let me continue. In a formal debate, a mediator, a person that has not agreed with the pro or the con, will decide who the winner should be. In an informal debate, the argument can continue until the time when one side gives up. Why is Aboriginal power mediating the debate when he has a bias? He proposes the fact that we come from up out of the ground just like his boy. So why is he the one in control? Now, he can host the debate, but he doesn't have to be the mediator. Someone who is totally ignorant of the subject matter. 9 times out of 10, this is no disrespect. This is no disrespect. But 9 times out of 10, it can be a female that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But she's fair because she's ignorant of the subject matter and she ain't gonna argue either side of it. She's going to rule according to who convinces her more. Hopefully that is the case. Today's women in some circles throws me for a loop, but that's a whole nother topic. So, now to see, I know you're moving and grooving, but it is very important on Saturday that you, on the pro side, teach. I'm saying this specifically. Teach because you already lost. They're never going to say you want to debate, even based on your information, brother. Teach. Because you're going to whoop AP, A1, and Hawk School, and 111 True, and whoever else believe that bullshit in this subject matter. The debate you having with Hawk School is a slap in the face to all of them. And they don't even know it. They just gonna say, I'll debate him on the topic. I'm gonna do a better job than Hawk School. That's gonna be their argument with you. No matter how wrong they are, they still gonna feel like Hawk School just didn't do enough. If they do feel like that, inside they're gonna feel like it, but they're gonna want to continue that. They're gonna want to deal with you again. Because Primitive One, he's so cocky and stupid, he gonna feel like, according to the evidence that you may lay down, I don't know, I don't know what you got. I don't know what you're gonna show in the debate. I don't know nothing. But according to whatever you put down, he's gonna try to turn them into something that they ain't. Whatever evidence you show, and you know what I'm talking about, he gonna try to do that. If they making sharecroppers black and saying the sharecroppers was a form of, them other people, that's how we got the white slave. Come on, bro. They still trying to justify or find a way to push the white slave narrative that they don't have. It's pseudoscience. It's pseudo history. It's revisionist. They don't have the evidence. So I'm not really, this article will let you go into the debate topics and all of that. So it says debate is like an intellectual sport where you have to learn the skills to win. For example, in order to win a debate round, you need to have a full understanding of the topic you are debating about. In order to win the debate, you have to learn the skills to win. In order to win the debate, you need to have the skills to win. Plus, you need to have a full understanding of the topic you are debating. Can you tell me that they have a full understanding of the topic? Or do they possess and uphold a belief? This just ain't on one channel. That's on a lot of these platforms. That's even Jabari now. When it comes to Kemet in certain subject things, they have a fucking belief. And that's why I don't deal with the majority of them want to be the Egyptians, you know what I'm saying, today, because I know the weaknesses in their arguments, because I ain't afraid to challenge any position that I uphold, because I'm going to move where the evidence is. If I hold a position today and new evidence changes my position tomorrow, it is because the evidence took me there, not because I believe something. I got the fucking evidence to substantiate where I was yesterday and correct me. I've done it several times before. I've been wrong before, numerous times. And then when the science came out and the evidence came out, I moved with the evidence. Why did you were saying this, Sean, but why did you move right here? Because I didn't have this evidence right here. This is what moved me off of this right here. This is why I don't hold them pseudo-ass beliefs y'all got. Now, it says, you must be able to answer the following questions. Who are the people the debate is about, and who is presenting the argument? What is the debate about? Where did the incident discussed take place? When did the incident discussed take place? Why did the incident happen? And why are you debating about it? How did the incident happen? Once you understand these questions, you will be able to build your argument in a logical way in the debate round. That's simple. And I'm going to come back to the point. So when you're organizing the debate, they have an outline for that. They got guidelines. It's always about the methodology. So I'm not reading this for students. But outline the following debate structure on a board. The argument speaker introduces the topic and states their first argument, 3 minutes. The minutes don't matter because AP giving motherfuckers 45 minutes to argue each round. Ends up being a 4-hour debate. So the argument speaker introduces the topic and states their first argument. The counter argument speaker states their first argument. The argument speaker states their second argument. Counter argument speaker states their second argument. Then there's a 5 or 10 minute break for the team to prepare for a rebuttal. This shit never happens. It's just a whole bunch of freestyle and debate shit. Now, the counter argument states a rebuttal for the argument's positions and summarizes his or her own positions. The argument speaker states a rebuttal to counter the argument and summarizes his or her own position. That is one outline. Just simple, right? But I'm showing you this because this helps us prepare. I know Lucky's watching. I know other people that are having these discussions and jumping in these rings, they're watching. So it helps us prepare so that the more intelligent people with the evidence can teach. We ain't thinking about shit because we got our shit airtight. So we're going to teach. Remember, we already got the answers to the test. We just got to organize the argument. Because they're dealing with the lie. So we got to organize the argument with facts, not opinions, not beliefs, not shoulda, woulda, coulda. Well, we can't forget shit. We have to organize the facts. Now, again, a debate is a discussion or structured contest. I'm sounding like Truth right now. I'm having that Kofi spirit right now. I want to yell at the computer. Plus, I'm standing up. But I want to yell at the computer. I want to get real loud. I want to find my inner truth. So let me work on that. Let me see if I can muster up enough evidence to yell this first sentence. A debate is a discussion or structured contest about an issue or a resolution. Discussion or structured contest. God damn it. Let me put it on the screen. Bro, I can't even be serious. Y'all don't know how much that took out of me to try to. Yo, this shit crazy. But a debate is a discussion or structured contest about an issue or a resolution. A formal debate involves two sides, one supporting a resolution and one opposing it. Such a debate is bound by rules previously agreed upon. Debates may be judged in order to declare a winning side. Debates in one form or another are commonly used in democratic societies to explore and resolve issues and problems. Decisions at a board meeting, public hearing, legislative assembly, or local organizations are often reached through discussions and debates. Indeed, any discussion of a resolution is a form of debate, which may or may not follow the rules, such as Robert's Rules of Order. In the context of a classroom, the topic of debate will be guided by the knowledge, skill, and value outcomes in the curriculum. Real quick, not a coincidence. When Hawk School begins to play on the emotions of people, call them out. Tell them you're trying to appeal to the people's emotions. Stick to the subject matter and provide the evidence. That's quick. You can say that in 10 seconds because you don't have to really address his rounds when you go because that's your rebuttal shit. You save your shit for the rebuttal shit. All that shit he was saying, don't get caught up in that shit. Save your shit for the rebuttal shit. Write his shit down, bro. I'm telling y'all, you got a pen and a pad. Do not stop going into these debates without a pen and a pad or using your cell phone as a notebook to keep up with these people's claims. Because if we sitting there listening, we're going to want to just deal with that shit. We're going to just deal with it. Man. So, structure for debate. I ain't got to go through that. That doesn't even matter to us. So you need to develop the resolution to be debated. Organize the teams, establish the rules of the debate, including timelines, research the topic, and prepare logical arguments. Do these people prepare logical arguments? The answer to that is no. Gathering supportive evidence and examples for the position taken. We're good there. We're good there. I don't give a fuck who debating. I might not be in the debate, but there's some kind of way that if somebody lucky, if you listening to this, anybody else listening to this, if you are in a debate or about to have a debate and I ain't gave you nothing, you tripping. And I'm tripping too. Because I will never let you go into a discussion with anyone unprepared. I am always going to provide something beneficial to the subject matter. Remember, teams win. It's bigger than individualism and an ego. It's about reclaiming the hearts and minds of those women that are in that chat that are just on the fence and ain't made their mind up. They love and hip hop on YouTube. And maybe even some of them dudes that got their GED in the penitentiary or didn't get their GED in the penitentiary and they just asshole stupid. Anticipate counter arguments and prepare rebuttals. That's why it's imperative that we always keep a notepad and a pen and we be swift in that shit. Because when them motherfuckers go, you need to deal with 3 or 4 of the claims. If you can write down 3 or 4 of the claims, well, you got 30 minutes. So there's a lot of claims that can be said in 30 minutes, but you need to realize which ones are more important that you can eliminate quickly according to the evidence that you have available or could obtain through means of communication. Anticipate the counter arguments and prepare rebuttals. Team members plan order and content of speaking in the debate. I'm finna tell you right now, the reason why Truth sound like he was unprepared for that debate is because A1 and AP were, and maybe someone else, were feeding this dude emails, was feeding him sources that he hadn't read. So when he did pull them sources up and began to read, it sounded clearly like a freestyle because he was unprepared. He never had that before. So when YK was saying certain shit and he was trying to counter the shit YK was saying, there you go. You get the extra sources. You got a confused Negro who barely can read as it is. And then you end up with the body of work that we got out of that bullshit. And I feel like I got cheated. Lo and behold, I would have really been pissed had I paid $20. It's just the facts. Prepare room for debate. Establish expectations, if any, for assessment of the debate. We ain't talking about conducting debate. That ain't what we're here for. But there are structures for that. And I leave all of this in the chat. And I don't care if that dumb dude who think he knows everything don't want to come over here and get this information. But he needs it more than anything. He the one trying to run debates. He the one trying to hustle people. So the most important thing in a debate is the argument, the claims, the reason, the evidence. So instead of most of us typing in the chat while a debate is transpiring and we're listening to the bullshit that the people are saying on the screen, some of us could participate in helping communicate effectively some of the claims. Some people ain't catching all the claims. We got to help catch the claims. I don't care if they know what I'm saying. Fuck it. I don't care. We can tell them everything that we're getting ready to do, and they so egotistical that they're not even going to be prepared for it. No matter what, I always deal with someone's argument. Every book that has been published, except for the children's coloring book and my From Cocaine to Consciousness book, I have dealt with someone's argument and their claims, reasons, and if they had any evidence. I always counter-argued their position. Hey, Lucky, and you know I got you. No matter what it is, if it's something I'm familiar with, I'm gonna tell you I got you, and then I'm gonna send it to you, or I'm gonna tell you here's what I got right here. But you always know I'm gonna lead with some primary shit. But critical thinking means being able to make good arguments. Arguments are claims backed by reasons that are supported by evidence. Ladies and gentlemen, we can never make an argument without evidence. That's why Juju coined the phrase put up or shut up. Why Asar coined the phrase demonstration beats conversation. They can talk to their blue in the face, but can they demonstrate? If they can't demonstrate, F what they say. That's why I ain't listening. Y'all be listening. I don't be listening to that shit. The only time that I listen to something is when it's evidence being argued. Let me see that. Put that on the screen. What you looking at? That's important. Right? When they trying to hide their hand. No. Show that shit, buddy. What you scared of? You want to be an Aboriginal so bad? Prove it. According to what source? What evidence do you have? What records do you possess? These are the only people that I've ever bear witness to that are claim records of justification for things, and then they turn around and then deny the records and say something wrong with the records because it's not saying what they wanted to say. You remember the dude at Port City debated, I don't know his name, I guess what is it, Earth Speaks or something like that. This Negro turned around and told somebody, don't take a DNA test. When you do your genealogy, don't be afraid when you see white people. When you see pale skinned looking people, don't be afraid by that. That's where they started reconstructing history and shit. What in the flying fuck did he tell that man that for? He literally told that man, whatever you do not take a DNA test. And when you do your genealogy and when you start seeing white people, don't worry. That's not who they are. Literally. So anyway, back to my point. Critical thinking means being able to make good arguments. Arguments are claims backed by reasons that are supported by evidence. Argumentation is a social process of two or more people making arguments responding to one another, not simply restating the same claims and reasons and modifying or defending their positions accordingly. Process that. Claims are statements about what is true or good or about what should be done or believed. Claims are potentially arguable, right? When we hammer it down, I'm gonna give you an example. Y'all remember when AP told us in the middle of a conversation that me and he had, for those of you who didn't hear it, you're going to hear it because another video drops in the morning that y'all need to pay attention to, like and share the hell out of it, because you probably gonna laugh your ass off. If not, you're gonna gain some shit from it. But anyway, AP says that black people been in America and that they sprouted up out the ground into what they are, to what he claims they are today. Like a flower, like a tree, like a bush, like the grass outside, like vegetation. So life started in the ground and rose from the dirt and said, voila, motherfucker, here I am. So was life a bunch of seeds in the ground and the rain or the ocean or something moisturized the ground, and from the seed, right? Like it is, well, hell, this negates sperm traveling to an egg and how life exists today. How did that happen? If life started from the ground, why the fuck is life still not coming up out the ground? What the rest of the motherfuckers? They ain't zombies? That's what I should have did. I should have made a goddamn skit with motherfucking dead people coming up out the ground. Thriller from the movie Thriller. I could have used that when he said that shit, then clipped it and put the Thriller right there. Then all the motherfuckers rise up out the ground. And this is Thriller. Thriller night. I'm still gonna do it. I don't care that y'all know what I'm about to do. I'm still gonna do it because I want to laugh at that shit. I want to clip AP claim talking about motherfucker came up out the ground, and then I'm gonna play Michael Jackson Thriller behind it. And this is Thriller. Come on, y'all. Anyway, stop laughing, man. Claims or statements about what is true or good, or about what should be done or believed. Claims are potentially arguable. A liberal arts education prepares students best is a claim, while I didn't like the book is not. So check this out. A liberal arts education prepares students best is a claim. Did y'all catch that? A liberal arts education prepares students best. That's a claim. While I didn't like that book, that's not a claim. Just because they said they didn't like the book, that's their opinion. That's not a claim. The claim is a liberal arts education prepares students best. Where is the evidence that support the claim? Is this true? Are liberal arts educated students better prepared than students who never took liberal arts? What does the evidence say? There's got to be some statistical data that exists out there in the educational field to be able to argue that point. Test scores, results should be able to substantiate the point and break it all the way down to sex, age, and race. They do it all the time. But that's what kind of evidence you're going to need to argue the claim. You're going to need the data. The rest of the world can't really dispute whether I like the book or not, but they can argue about the benefits of liberal arts. I thought the movie was cool. It's not an arguable statement. But the movie was Paul Newman's best is for people can disagree and offer support for their different opinions. So when I say something, let me make it make sense to my people out there. Y'all know what I mean. Peace, Kevin Short. Y'all know what I mean. So if I ask you, what is the better movie? Harlem Nights or Life? Some of y'all are going to say Harlem Nights. Some of y'all are going to say Life. But the question that I asked poses an opportunity to argue, right, a claim. Why do you feel like Harlem Nights was better than Life? Where's your evidence for the claim? You might say the cast, the screening, the role play, the comedy, right? The storyline, right? Whereas you might say opposing that, you might come up with some counters opposing that. Harlem Nights was star-studded, but it was not as star-studded as the Life cast. And then you can argue that. Both had a common denominator in them, Eddie Murphy. So I would say something like, man, Eddie Murphy is is the greatest comedian of all times. That's debatable. Why? Because I just made a claim that he's the greatest of all time. Same thing with the LeBron and Michael Jordan shit. Or if I just simply said, I don't like LeBron, ain't nothing to debate. That's my opinion. I don't like him. I don't need no evidence to support that. Moral of the story is we have to do a better job at recognizing what is a claim and what is not a claim, and then dealing with the claim according to who says what, when, where, and how. And do they have the supportive evidence to argue the claim? So when they're sitting here talking about, you want to get in the ring, you want to debate with me, huh? I ain't even made a claim for you to sit here and try to formulate a debate against me. And then if that person comes out and says what they say, see, that's why you got to play dumb and ask more questions. So when I played dumb and asked more questions with A1, AP got frustrated. A1 didn't. He thought he had something on the hook. And you know what I'm saying? Because I'm sitting there playing dumb all the while. I done got down to the bottom of what he is claiming. He's claiming that black people been here because they come from up out of the ground. That's his argument. So I have to recognize his claim and then see if he has evidence for it or what is the reasons. He has a belief. He doesn't have any evidence for motherfuckers coming up out the ground. What? Okay. So why, when we take showers, we're not developing like we did when we came from up out of the ground? Why are we still not coming up out of the ground? These are questions that I am on the spot. When he said that shit, my mind started churning. I started wanting to know more. Like, I needed answers. I need answers. So, reasons are statements of support for claims, making those claims something more than mere assertions. And that's what they do, a lot of search shit. Reasons are statements in an argument that pass two tests. Reasons are answers to hypothetical challenge to your claim. Why do you say that? What reason can you give me to believe that? If a claim about liberal arts education is so challenged, a response with a reason could be, it teaches students to think independently. Reasons can be linked to claims with word because liberal arts is best claim because it teaches students independent thinking. Reason. That was Newman's best claim because it presented the most difficult rule. Reason. Global warming is real is a claim because the most reputable science points in that direction. Reason. Are y'all catching it? Everyone should stop wearing seatbelts. Claim because it would save lives. Reason. Now, do you believe that? Can you argue that shit? Everybody should stop wearing seatbelts. You're gonna have a percentage of people that say, I don't wear seatbelts. Not wearing a seatbelt saved my life. Then you're gonna have a majority that say, bullshit. I was in a head-to-head car crash. Fucking seatbelt saved my life. And the airbag. Right? It's always gonna be something. So how do you come to the conclusion that seatbelts are safe? You're gonna need the data that supports the overall argument. If reasons do not make sense in the hypothetical challenge or the because test, right? This is where they fail. Because test. There's, I should have said testices, like your boy, Truth, reading Rainbow. Because testices, there is probably something wrong with the logic of the argument. There you go. There you go. If the shit don't make sense, something wrong with the logic. Like the motherfucker said, we come from up out the soil. So why the fuck are we still not developing in that same manner? And where did we get the ability to reproduce like other mammals? We rose from up out the ground and then start punching each other and found a better way to birth children. Guess what? This is what's funny. Is there an evolutionary process that occurs when something has to grow from the ground? Think about that shit for a minute. Somebody get back to me about that answer. I bet y'all won't answer that shit in the chat. Better yet, y'all won't even come on the pencil and answer that shit. Is there an evolutionary process in something growing and developing from the ground up? Y'all better, y'all better go do some little studying. Now, passing those tests, however, does not ensure that arguments are sound and compelling. Evidence serves as a support for the reasons offered and help compel audiences to accept claims. Evidence comes in different sorts, and it tends to vary from one academic field of subject of an argument to another. Scientific arguments about global warming require different kinds of evidence than mealtime arguments about Paul Newman's movie. Evidence answers challenges to the reasons given, and it comes in four main types. Specific instances include examples, case studies, and narratives. Each can be an effective mode. You heard that. Yes, it said narrative. And yep, not a coincidence, got some. Each can be an effective mode of building support for the reason of the claim. In a public speech, they offer audiences a way to see an idea illustrated in a particular case. To be effective, specific instances need to be representative of the broader trend or idea they are supporting. With an example as evidence, someone arguing against seatbelt use might say, last year my cousin crashed her car off a bridge and would have drowned if she was wearing a seatbelt. As evidence, the answer to why do you believe that question, an opponent might challenge whether this example was a representative one. Surely, there are many more car crashes that do not end in water. So this one instance is not a fair gauge of the relative safety of not wearing seatbelts. And that's a fact. Statistics include raw numbers. 117 million visitors to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Averages. Women bowling teams drank on the average 2 pitches less than men. Statistical probabilities. Crossing North Main during rush hour increases your chances of death 20%. And statistical trends. Applications have risen 40% over the past 3 years. In public speeches, statistics have the advantage of seeing objective, authoritative, and factual, but critical audiences will want to know about the sources and methods for determining your statistical evidence. Testimony or appeals to authority. Yes, they do this a lot. Appeals to authority, right? Outside the fact they got this one case scenario, the name just escaped my fucking head that I was just about anecdotal. They have these anecdotal testimonies or accounts that they always want to use to try to argue it as evidence. And then they got these always appeal to the authority ass mofos. Come in two main types: eyewitness and expert. Eyewitnesses or firsthand testimonies are reports from people who directly experience some phenomenon. If a speaker is arguing about toxic waste dumps, a quotation from someone living next to a dump would fall into this category. First-hand testimony can help give the audience a sense of being there. Experts may also rely, they don't use the shit correctly. Experts may also rely on direct experience, but their testimony is also backed by more formal knowledge, methods, and training. Supplementing the neighbor's account with testimony from an environmental scientist who specializes in toxic waste sites is an appeal to expertise. When using testimony in arguments, you should always make sure the authority you are appealing to is in fact qualified to speak on the topic being discussed. God damn, these motherfuckers never do this. They never do this. That's why I got loud. I was channeling my inner truth. So again, one more time. When using testimony in arguments, you should always make sure the authority you are appealing to is in fact qualified to speak on the topic being discussed. A little more about claims. This is a big fucking deal. And I'm not going to give you all of this, but all my work is in the description. A claim persuades, argues, convinces, proves, or provocatively suggests something to a reader who may or may not initially agree with you. What most non-academics mean by argument is usually a polar opposition or the heated debate. I win, you lose. You're a Democrat, I'm a Republican. I'm for the death penalty, you are bleeding heart liberal against the death penalty. I'm pro-choice, you're against choice. Though academic arguments can be just as heated and draw on political, social, cultural, or personal position and experiences, academic claims are different, often more complex, nuanced, specific, and detailed. Most academic argument is bounded by what is considered debatable or up for inquiry within a discipline, acknowledging that some questions are already settled, though that too may end up being debatable. The rules of academic argument exclude the following. Hold on. The rules of academic argument exclude the following as support because it is my personal opinion, because my friends or relatives think so, or most people think so, because it's always been, it's a tradition. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. All right, so where were we? Claims. And because it's morally right, that was the last one. So what a claim is the main argument of an essay. It is probably the single most important part of an academic paper. The complexity, effectiveness, and quality of an entire paper hinges on the claim. If your claim is boring or obvious, the rest of the paper probably will be too. A claim defines your paper's goals, direction, scope, and exigence and is supported by evidence, quotations, argumentation, expert opinion, statistics, and telling details. By the way, if you have your copy of I'm gonna put it on the screen. If you have your copy of this, ladies and gentlemen, there's something in there that helps you figure things out. And I even put some statistical data in this shit to provide an argument against something that this mofo claimed in his text. Period, point blank. You ain't got your copy, you better have it, man. It's going up. It's going up. But back to what we're talking about. A claim must be argumentative. When you make a claim, you are arguing for a certain interpretation or understanding of your subject. A good claim is specific. It makes a focused argument. MTV's popularity is waning because it no longer plays music videos rather than a general one. MTV sucks. Why descriptive thesis statements are not arguable claims. I'm not going to get into that. I only wanted to deal with the first part of that. I don't care nothing about people's opinion. I want to argue the claim. And I want to argue the evidence that you claim that you have. Straight like that. So, I dropped a link in the chat. Didn't nobody want to join. I got excuses. Out of coincidence, said he driving. Lucky, he must be over there. He must have found a live stream with some pseudos on it. Shot 1 too, because Shot 1 ain't in there no more. So somebody must be live lying. But let me do this real quick. Please go on to Mossy and watch Tough Talking the Hood Scientist. Please go watch The Reading Rainbow. Watch all the little uploaded videos. Last few days, I've just been uploading videos. I'm doing that for a reason. Hold on. All right, so there we have it. There we have it. Now, what's going on with everybody in these streets? She said, yeah, somebody, yeah, they are live lying. I ain't making that shit up. They go live and start lying. They don't ever show you no evidence. They'll take the whole 13th, 14th Amendment and make it something that it ain't. Like straight up. And you be like, what the, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is this? And why? So, I sent the link in the chat, man. Hit the link. Yeah, they do it on Facebook. What is Bamboo talking about? King George sought a new African bishop from the Pope, and the Portuguese aided him in the military endeavors, proving troops and support in suppressing insurrections and capturing raiders. What are you talking about? Bamboo, I'm lost. You might be talking to somebody else. Because I don't get what you're talking about in the chat, bro. If I knew what you was talking about in the chat, I could be more specific. After a king's death, rival factions often sought out alliances, even hiring Portuguese. Portuguese diplomats had outposts for trade, paying taxes to warlords and the king who held the ultimate monopoly. Are you asking the question, or are you making a statement, or are you making a claim, bro? Are you asking me, was this the case? First of all, the Portuguese weren't paying nobody. They had more power to influence. They did sneaky trades until they became what they needed to become in those areas, and then they used what's them people called? Missionaries to soften the blow. And when the missionaries deny it, then it goes on. But what you're talking about ain't got shit to do with what we just talked about, bro. That's a whole nother conversation. I'm sitting there talking about debates and people using Africa for clout, and you asking me about the Portuguese and some other shit. Maybe you need to change your web browser. If you're trying to come on from Chrome and you in an iPhone, you need to do that shit. Whatever that other internet that they have. Give us that knowledge. Yo, Bamboo, you tripping, bro? I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, the Portuguese have always been manipulative toward whatever it is that they did in their early accounts in entering West Africa. So once they helped establish trade, and then they changed it from goods and services to bodies. When bodies became the trade, that's when problems, your economic issues come to be, because everybody now is trying to economically, as Africans, stay afloat, stay ahead, protect, defend, and show power. And then you did have some people who lost power, and then you had these European, like the Britons and other European countries, point to these makeshift leaders, these clowns that would do anything the Europeans needed to get done in order for them to continue their business as usual. So they will manipulate that. There's a name that they call these particular leaders. It's just escaping my mind right now because my mind wasn't even on that shit that you're talking about in the chat. I got brother Lucky in the building. What's up, Lucky? What you doing? You working? You trapping?
Nah, I'm off on Mondays and Thursdays. So hanging out, man.
Hanging out. What the business is?
Nah, I am I'm putting together slides for this for this so-called debate. You know, Buddy gonna I guess they all doing the 1492 thing. You know, it's everybody gonna take their stab at it. But Buddy, I guess he trying to do the Lucia thing. He trying to go Lucia Paleo Indian.
So see, it makes no sense to debate AP's ignorance, but Man, I don't know, man. It's just stupid. See, now this nigga talking about what you think about. Man, boy, I'm about to kick your ass out the chat. Bro, we are talking about a whole different subject matter. You're asking me about Queen Nzinga. Go look at our presentations on Queen Nzinga. I have no problem with her claiming to have had 80 husbands. That ain't even a fucking claim, bro. She ain't had that many motherfucking husbands. She had a bunch of men that wanted her. So what? She had her pick of her litter. That's it. That's it. She wasn't having sex with all of them and having babies. Shit. And some of that's rumored wrong. Y'all need to read her. Go read the couple of books that are out about Queen Nzinga. But what was you saying, Lucky, before we got distracted by this?
But yeah, man, I guess they all taking a stab at 1492. He want to go Paleo American on them. So
He want that work.
Yeah, that's right. Tashawn want it. So that's the nigga who run around with the Confederate flag on his picture.
I don't even know who that nigga is. Bro.
Yeah, he ain't nobody, bro. He's like the first time I introduced myself to the Aboriginals, trying to go back and forth with AP. AP was like, "Nah, I can't debate you. You can debate him." Sean, this was 2020.
Why they do that? They still doing that shit.
Exactly, but this is the first time he getting in the ring, Sean. That was 2020. He told me that shit.
20?
So it take the man 3.5 years to finally muster up the courage. And the topic damn near similar. Like he said, like no Africans fought in wars. They didn't fight in the Civil War. They didn't fight in no wars. I'm like, okay, bro, let's debate that. He said English started in America. I said, okay, let's debate that. So I'm trying to get that English started in America on a ticket as well, but because this is too easy. The Negroes in America, that's too easy, bro. I'm gonna be done in the first round. So let me deal with a couple claims. You see what I'm saying? Because this shit gonna be, you feel me? He already told me where he going. He going to Lucia. So
Lucia ain't gonna help him.
Exactly. She related to everybody else.
Him going to Lucia gonna do?
He gonna try to argue craniology, but he don't match to.
There go the thing. That's where what's your boy name? Chief Holiday. That's his kid.
Yeah, he's a Chief Holiday disciple. Tashawn is a disciple from Holiday. So he loved craniology. He hate light-skinned people, you know what I'm saying? He don't like, he called everybody mestizo, you know what I'm saying? So he swear to God that I'm trying to make the mestizos the Indians. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? Do you know what a mestizo is? Like you making him an Indian when you call him a mestizo. Like, so these guys, a lot of times, man, they behind. He gonna pull some sources from the 30s. He gonna pull a source from 1919. All I'm gonna do is show that source is not valid and it was rooted in racism.
Mm-hmm. That's true though. You talking, Lucky? Real quick. Talk about your debate.
Man, like I said, it was really already supposed to be sold up. Not a coincidence.
Yesterday.
Oh, you talking about yesterday's debate? Oh, that was terrible. Oh my goodness, y'all. So first of all, I was on the clock yesterday. So half of my second round, I pretty much forfeited, right? Because I felt like I already whooped them in the first round anyway, but I had somebody come into my office, so I had to handle something in the middle of my round. So I'm like, man, so I had a little forfeiture, right? But first round, I smoke him out the gate. He talking about Africans had no running water, Sean. First of all, that's the most vaguest shit you ever said in your life. What does that even mean? No running water. Can you define running water? Can you talk about what place in Africa? What do you mean by no running water? That don't make sense. So I really, my whole thing with taking that debate, because this was just like an exhibition on the fly. I really just wanted to point out the bigotry in these niggas. I didn't even really care about the conversation. I just wanted him to show how much he hated Africa live. And then I wanted to ask and prove, do you have to hate Africa to love yourself? That was my little narrative. So I feel like I laid down what I tried to lay down. I proved they had running water, and I proved that this nigga just hated Africa for no reason. And only thing he did was play a video in his second round for 10 whole minutes. His first round, he had a screenshot of a Google search on some root word shit. Misquoting the shit. I clicked on the link in the back because I pulled it up myself because it was a Google search screenshot. And the link, actually, if I would have used that link, it would have helped me in my argument. Simple abo shit. And I'm like, he's trying to argue that Africa has no running water. Meanwhile, he's pulling articles talking about sanitation services. And it's like, bro, can we get on the same level of conversation? But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it was a screenshot. So his second round was straight videos. It was a whole video. He didn't even talk. In his third round, he complained about my debate style. And they talking about outlaws. I'm like, bro, I'm not finna play with y'all. The thing was like 53-46. I'm like, bro, I'm not finna play with y'all. But he clearly showed his hatred for Africa for the whole hour and a half debate.
So you lost to a dude with no evidence.
YK in the chat said it was two Google clips. No, he said two Google screenshots and a YouTube clip. And that's exactly what it was. Like I said, his third round, he just complained.
I told you already lost before you went over there. You already lost before you went. Running water. Man, they're arguing anything. Who came up with this shit?
Listen, Sean, we was in there talking about something else. He jumps on the panel in some random drunken rage and just says, and these motherfuckers in Africa ain't even have running water. I could prove it. And I'm like, bro, what are you talking about, bro? You want to debate that? That's how that went. Literally, we weren't talking about Africa having nothing. We weren't even. I think they was promoting the debate, bro. I pulled the clip in my debate because I'm like, I don't want this nigga to run out of what he said. This is what we debating. We not gonna make it no other claim. And we was talking about some whole other shit. Somebody was telling a joke, and he just came on the panel and just started spewing hatred for Africa. I'm like, bro, what's up with this anti-African rhetoric, bro? He just jumped out the window just randomly. So I'm just focus on the bigotry. You just jumped out on Africa, so I'm gonna just let you get your little shit off about Africa, and then I'm gonna prove that you just hate Africa for no reason. But he basically pulled a video of a white boy and tried to play like he was on some save the Africans type shit. Like, oh, this white boy, Mr. Beast, planted all these wells and he's saving Africa with his water. I'm like, bro, stop this shit, bro.
So what about the kid in a West African village who built a fan to help them with pumping a water system, creating a water system? What happened? A fucking kid developed a technique to help them use the well more efficiently, using nature. So when the fan get to blowing hard enough, it get to wheeling in shit up out the well, and the water just get to flowing and flowing and flowing based on a true story. It's a Netflix movie.
Peace, fellas. How y'all doing, man? What up, everybody?
Bro,
Peace, peace.
I just subscribed to you too, look.
Oh, I appreciate that, brother.
Yeah, man. I see
Hey.
you good videos, man. Good work on that artwork too, bro. I see you. What's up, Sean?
Y'all can't see that, can you? No.
Nah, your background. Is my fan too loud for y'all, bro?
Nah, you
Y'all hear
good.
that in the back?
What about now?
Uh,
The background.
It come in and out. What's that? Storage? What's that?
I can't read the word. What that say?
Knoxville.
Knoxville, Tennessee.
Knoxville.
Flatbed truck. What that is? Okay.
Downtown Knoxville. My cousin down there right now. AP. Just letting you know what I'm saying? There's reach. It's only 2.5 hours away.
Nah, he said he's staying in South Carolina now.
Who?
AP's in there?
What
Yeah, he
part?
said
He was in Philly.
Nah, he living. Nah, he said he's staying what he said.
That
Cause
nigga
he asked me when I come through because my granny stay in Orangeburg. I think he said he's staying in Charleston.
Ain't no way. Hey, all right. Hey, look. Ain't no way in hell, bro.
Yeah, either that or
I don't even live in South Carolina no more. When I got them be there, more of these motherfuckers claim, man, fuck out of here.
Either that or Columbia.
He lying. He probably might be in Columbia.
I doubt it, bro. Hey, look, that nigga
arguing that he was in Philly because remember we had that argument. He was like, "Nigga, come to Philly. Nigga, come to Philly." Be saying all of that.
That was back in the days where he was posting the fucking. He had a little thing on, a little blicky on it with the fucking American flag Cerakote on that shit. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that shit. Same for Tyshawn. Tyshawn was claiming South Carolina, but that nigga lived in Texas for 2 years, didn't move down there. And then ever since he moved, that motherfucker nowhere to be found. Nowhere. His dumbass fucking, I guess he got too lit on that oil one night, posted his fucking address on social media on Instagram. Like, niggas ain't no fucking research junkie, ain't gonna find it. Okay. He won't be there though. But yeah, man.
Yeah, he ain't on nothing, bro. I'd be shocked if he even really showed to the debate.
That's what you debating this go around, just Tyshawn?
Mm-hmm.
The Black Confederate. Ain't that some shit, bro? I feel you, man. Get your stripes, bro. I ain't gonna, get your stripes, man. It's gonna be an easy body bag. Just handle that shit right, Hey, look, don't let these niggas dictate shit, bro. Don't let these motherfuckers, try to goddamn give you every kind of handicap they is possible, bro. You feel me? Like, you doing a debate, like, work time is crazy, fam. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Yeah, I told them niggas that, but it was just it was really just an exhibition just to, what I'm saying, get ready for my upcoming debate. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really wasn't nothing. But for him, yeah, it's on my day off. I got some slides already ready.
What platform are you on?
They gonna do it on AP shit, right? And on the I think it's gonna be on the private tip, like how they did the truth shit. But we're gonna do a lot of promoting. I'm gonna try to get some other people involved because I don't like the way that they vote, right? I feel like we should at least have some judges, and we should also have the chat judge. But it shouldn't be the chat gonna be the final judge. That's crazy. Them folks already been proving that they don't research.
Yeah, I'd be more towards the goddamn, not really neutral, because it's only gonna be one side or the other as far as certain topics and whatnot. But like going always all the time on they goddamn platforms, I don't be jacking that shit. That shit be got that's another handicap. But I feel you though, bro. Like ain't nothing wrong with goddamn having an away game. You feel me? Beat somebody up at their house. You feel me? It is what it is.
No, I'm just doing this, like I said, because this is what they saying, right? We gonna clean it and we're gonna clip it up and we're gonna do all that anyway. But they saying that we don't ever come outside. We know it's the opposite. So we apply as much pressure as possible and we let it be known we in their house. Now it's on them. You know what I'm saying? Now it's all on them. The evidence is on the table. I ain't got nothing to say. We done took 4-5 debates in front of you on your channel, and you ain't been outside, bro. You scared. You ain't really got no information, and you ain't trying to press no white people or natives about your shit. That's how I be looking at them. So
No, that's what it is. You be dick sucking old world. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. I'm respect to the platform. They be doing what they cheerleading goddamn old world Florida, bro. You feel me?
that's
Shout
all
out
they be doing.
to yo, everybody, Kofi, brother Ben, everybody, Tech, peace to everybody, yo. No stone unturned.
Yeah, peace to the brothers.
That shit crazy, man. But yeah, the answer to your question earlier, you made a poll question. Hell yeah, Clout, bro. Like at the same time, depending on your perspective and how you gonna look at it, it's a good and a bad thing. Because any kind of conversation with these abos is always leads to teaching moments, no matter what area you gonna hit it with. DNA, the tangible culture, the intangible culture, and all those that fall under those umbrellas. You feel me? Which cover damn near everything we be kicking, right? So either way it goes, it's gonna be a teaching moment. But like recently, man, the shit getting. I mean, I've been around for some years, bro, going on 7 with this whole, information shit, and it's getting bad, bro. Like the shit they be kicking now is, because they always gotta redo their playbook. You feel me? They run out of shit to go to, not to see what's happening, brother. So the shit getting. Like I done seen these motherfuckers go from the Southeast Indians to the Plains Indians back to the Southeast. You feel me? So that shit crazy, man. But what's up, everybody? Now to see what's happening with you, bro. Peace.
What's good? Peace, Sean, Lucky, Gullah. What's good with y'all?
What's good, bro?
You cooling, bro. You cooling, man. Appreciate y'all for having the time to goddamn beat these motherfuckers. Time and the patience, bro. Because patience, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't got the patience, fam. I don't have it.
I don't either. Lucky you can't get patience from Sean. That'll never be one of my.
That's one of my things being trying to agree to most of.
Yeah, we go to
ain't
Sean
gonna
for the
hit you with dumb
sources.
shit. That shit is
We go to Sean for the source. We go to Knack for the patience.
Yeah, so you gotta go somewhere else for that shit, bro.
Nah, for real. But that's why, like Sean said earlier, it's a team effort. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, but we gotta do this shit though.
Yeah. You can go to Not a Coincidence and Chris Harris for that. Kamisu taking
Listen,
don't give you none of that shit.
But look, Sean, look, you was look, that's the only reason I started, you know what I'm saying, doing my channel and shit. Before that, I used to just, listen. I like to listen and shit. But when I seen this shit, I had to say something. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they wasn't talking this bullshit, you wouldn't even hear from me. You know what I'm saying?
Right, man.
I feel that.
Bro, we
niggas don't mind being in the cut, get the information. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But there's certain shit. It's like, damn.
Like it was times when people, like years ago, Sean, each one teach one. I'm saying they was going after abos, but it wasn't. I ain't gonna say like they wasn't consistent. They did a couple. You know what I'm saying? They did a couple things and then they went back to their regular business. They need 24-hour attention. You know what I'm saying, from somebody, because they go live all the time. Like they got a whole network, and
that's because they ain't got no
day.
time though, fam.
Like, I know.
Work, got families, nigga. Even people that still in school and shit too. On top of that, like on
they
top of
fucking
regular shit. These motherfuckers is goddamn bums. Somebody said the other day they got these ugly ass goddamn weak-minded ass females. Goddamn, paying for they goddamn way type shit.
Yeah, you can tell they
Nobody
don't be doing that. They definitely don't be doing that. But Sean, I was definitely listening to you earlier, man. I was in and out, but
yeah.
I definitely, I appreciate you.
Nah, no problem.
Word. But like you said, Saturday, the 5 p.m., I got this debate. I'm going in there. I already know when it comes to the polls, I'm gonna lose. On the replay, when the people with common sense here, it's gonna be a clear 3-0. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going in there to teach. You know what I'm saying? Like I do every time. Like I just try to put the information out there so it could just be on record. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
They never seen it.
Wow.
They never seen it.
Which one? What you talk about? They never seen it.
The evidence. They never.
Oh yeah, they don't know what that shit is.
No.
That's the problem. Like Lucky lost a debate to somebody who showed, I think it was 2 Google screenshots and a YouTube video.
How he lost it? Like what's the
Because of the polls, because it's biased.
I ain't going off that shit, man. I ain't going by no fucking elbows, man. They ain't
And Lucky, he put in a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? He had a presentation. Like,
he lost it.
No, of course he didn't lose.
If his information was better, he ain't lose.
Listen, it was information versus no information. Literally, it was a Google. You know how you
be every time, no matter who it is. You this Saturday, he ain't gonna have shit.
My bad, I got a phone call, but you know how you go to like you do a Google search,
right?
And you know when the first screen that pop up, he took a screenshot of that and read from.
Damn.
You got another one, yeah.
Damn, Lucky.
And it's crazy because even when Lucky was talking before I hit the panel, I think I found the same source he was talking about, that fucking West African sanitation and shit. It's like it's the first thing that pop up.
That's all it is, bro. It was the first one because I'm like, bro, is this what he argued? I could flip this. He don't even understand, but he didn't even click on it. So I'm like, bro, I'm not even finna argue this. I'm not gonna waste time. He pulled it out of his Gmail. So like you said, Sean, somebody sent him something. And I'm sitting this bitch like, bro, what are you doing, fam? So now I'm gonna let you get your hate Africa off, and I'm gonna prove you a bigot. That's all.
Hey, look, I hate to be the slow one, but I was listening, but I was doing some homework at the same time. What's your topic this weekend, Lucky? And I'm asking, not a coincidence, the same thing. Well, what was your topic? No, you just had one. You got one more coming up. My bad.
Yeah, mine's in 2 weeks. Not a coincidence this weekend.
Gotcha.
Yeah, my bad. I got a phone call. Yeah, mine's is Saturday,
What's the
5
topic?
p.m. Eastern. Oh, are indentured servant and slaves the same?
Oh, that's too easy.
Yeah, it's too easy. But this goes with their you know what I'm saying, their ideology of, you know, this whole transatlantic slave trade didn't happen. White people was enslaved. Indentured servant means enslaved mean the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It goes across this whole thing just erasing our history. You know what I'm saying?
You can kill that in one round.
I mean, when I just give the definitions of both, that should be easy. Like,
and then you can. Well, this ain't even like no like top secret nothing, bro. But like I give you the
of course not.
JP, you familiar with JP?
JP, what you talking about?
John Punch, or is it Joe?
Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, yeah. Like, if there isn't a distinction, why make that his sentence? I already know that's
yeah. So like that's a one
yes.
round. You take 3
bro, I
minutes
already
to do
listen.
that whole shit.
That'll definitely be in there. I already, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and you know, like that's too easy.
Too easy.
You telling me the topic? Okay, boom. Off the top of the like. That's too easy.
Oh yeah, you could just think of a bunch of shit and just line that shit up like, blah, blah, blah. Like I know. And I didn't even pick the topic. This guy picked it, trying to use my talking points against me.
I mean, nah. If you want to get them pick that casket up the lion, fuck it. Let them do it. You want the pearls and shit like that? You want the cushion on the inside?
It's A1, not AP. A1 though. This A1. What's A1? What's A1 argument? That the white people are slaves.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So ultimately, right, this debate that you're having,
it's against all of them. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Do he call Old World Florida a Slav? I'm curious.
No.
Call him brother.
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question.
Great question.
And Curing minds want to know, bro.
Because Gullah know what time it is. You know how these dudes is on it. Like they'll accept them before they accept us. Like that's crazy.
Bro, this debate, you talking about 3-0, bro. It's gonna be a 1-0.
What new asshole came in the chat and voted and left?
I'm about to say y'all into necrophilia, bro. But it's a whole bunch of dead shit. I'll be entertaining, bro. I'm telling you.
16% of the people that said that they ain't debating for clout.
Hey,
That was
you sure
abos.
you ain't a subscriber, bro? I'm curious.
That was definitely some abos.
Yeah, that was
So
PNF
you
for
vote if you're
Kiera.
not a
Voters. About 6.5, 7 voters.
That was
PNF.
tight, Sam.
Oh, you already
Smoke
know Tight
signal.
spells smoke signal.
Most in yeah, Tyson, yeah.
Nah, that's Smoke Hawkins. You can't call him
Yeah,
Smoke Signal. That's
some
Smoke
respect.
Hawkins. Man. Put some respect on his ancestors, man.
Yeah.
Smoke Hawkins Friedman.
Freeman, yeah.
He was the first nigga with the goddamn hyphenated last name.
Yeah, that's funny as fuck. Yeah, I was just gonna say that shit, girl. That's funny as fuck. Hey,
These
that
niggas
nigga
weird
said
as hell,
Hawkins
bro.
Freeman, nigga. Yeah, man. Oh god.
That shit crazy.
Did I miss that claim? Where he say that at?
Only pasta is a rise.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing Public Enemy he said that in the last 3 days in the chat room.
Who said that?
He said PNF said that.
He's just an idiot to me. I don't care what nobody
What's
say,
within the
man.
statement? If
Nah,
it's
that's a
pasta,
fact, bro.
how's it rise? Like pasta's pop.
Bro, I didn't pay attention to him until they tried to make me debate him, bro. I thought he was a
Like
quack.
I feel like he tried to get me into a debate, like just for you know what I'm saying, or for clout or for me. Like, nah, nigga, you're too dumb. I'm not debating you.
That's
Bro.
like me and fucking Root Word the other day on Chris channel. Like, bro, you can't even convert. Like, fuck out of here. You like Smoke dead, you nigga. You been dead for years, dog. Like,
Chief Holiday used to sun him, bro. Literally, they used to
he's
not
like
even let
LeBron
him talk
Bashir,
over.
like 10 years ago.
Who?
He's like the conscious beat punching back.
Go back and
who you
look at
said?
videos. Go back and look at videos from like 2 years ago, from like a year and a half ago.
You said PNF?
Yeah, he used to not even be able to talk. He used to be like dealing with the shit we was dealing with, but he had Abo. He used to come on the panel and be like, Chief Holiday, let me talk, brother. Why you being like this? Like he used
Now
to
he
be
was getting bullied.
yeah, he used to be doing all that shit, bro. Playing all the little tactics, bro. And I used to be laughing like, bro, this nigga PNF. Who the fuck is this nigga talking about Morocco in America? All this crazy shit. This nigga said Norway was no, what this nigga said Normandy and was goddamn Maine or some shit like that. I'm like, bro, get out my face, bro.
We got Hunter Clark in the building.
Finally, I forgot what I was gonna say. Now it took me like 50 years to get up here.
Well, we don't know why she here, so
Showing a bad host.
Yeah, I don't know. It like make you want to sign in or something. I'm like, what you got going on, Sean? You can't just hop on the StreamYard.
I ain't got that shit on like that. Everybody else hit the link, ain't got no problem.
Yeah.
So that's some user error type shit.
Well, I forgot what I was gonna say now because I wanted to say it at like 11 o'clock or something. That was like 45 minutes ago, so whatever.
That was a long time ago.
You talking about elbows. Hold on, I'm gonna go back and see. But yeah, man, you ready? You ready now to see?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
You got all your shit together?
Yeah, for the most part. We'll definitely be ready on, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's just really, like you said, organizing the facts to be able to put forth my point, what I'm trying to convey to the people. You know what I'm saying? That's really it. But as far as the information, it's all there. But it's all going to come together nice and neat. Nice presentation for y'all. Look like I spent some time on it. And I think y'all will appreciate it.
So Bar Reloaded, we were talking about anecdotal evidence and appealing to authority.
Yeah. Oh no, that's what Truth Seeker did, right? When he was doing all of that. This person has a PhD. No, but they all do the memology and then the
What you call it?
they like memology.
Hit the like button, motherfuckers. Y'all voted. I got more votes than likes.
That's because the haters was voting. Like I think 13% was haters.
Say 16% now. They switched the count.
They went and
Damn,
got their
Sean.
friends.
I had to go hit the like button because I damn sure voted. But I went hit that button for you, bro. My bad.
Yo, everybody do that shit. I be tripping like whole lot. They pop up in your face, like you know what I'm saying. You be on the chat box and the shit just pop up. Like,
that's a fact.
They should make the like button do that shit. Pop up on niggas. Niggas hit that shit then.
Yeah.
But we're in an interesting time. I mean, you have to think about it. We're in the information age, and we're going backwards as a people. We ain't using this shit to advance us. We going backwards.
Because they would rather. I mean, because it's a time that you could, make things up and live. I mean, if a girl could be a boy. You could just choose to be whatever race you want. You could choose to be whatever gender. You could choose to be, an abo.
Yo, she's making a great point because they'll sit there and say, "Oh, I can self-identify as what I want." That's exactly what they say. The same argument that the trans people use.
Yo, I said that same junk last week. I got a clip and the whole thing. I said, y'all want me to basically agree with y'all identifying. He's like, no, bro, it ain't got nothing to do with gender. I'm like, y'all, come on, y'all slow. He said, we can't look at their records. We got to believe them.
Crazy, bro.
I mean, they literally have an argument on what is a woman. Like, that's a real argument today. So somebody trying to say that they're an original person that popped up out the ground. I mean, most people believe that if they are of Abrahamic faith anyway. So they just move it. The NOI, remember we talked about the NOI before. They do the same thing. They made a African American doctrine, a feel good doctrine. And that's what this is, a feel good doctrine.
Yep. She hitting it right on the head right now.
She only know that because her ass been getting beat the fuck up for so long.
See, Sean, see, you have to go there. You could disagree.
I agree.
I'm a favorite student.
What made you come to that conclusion? Was it the ass shit?
Well, I've been fighting Hebrews for a very long time. And the Hebrew doctrine is a feel-good doctrine. It tells them that no matter how fucked up they are in life, they are the best because they are God's chosen people. And the men really are the best because they're the top of God's chosen people, regardless of how crappy they are as a person and what they haven't done in life. And when you're looking at the Abba doctrine, it's the same thing. We were here already. This is all of our land. We can still stay here because we belong here. Everybody else needs to go away because they don't. You know what I'm saying? Or the reason why y'all don't know about us is because we have a lost history. I mean, it's the same as the Hebrews. It's the same thing.
Yeah. We've been saying it forever. It's a religious cult. But
and it's just anti-African, which also gets them to, it's like they kind of want to be their oppressors. You're agreeing with your oppressors. They can sit there at a Klan rally and go toe to toe. Y'all agree with your oppressors in this. And you're trying to just be them. That's the same that the Hebrews do. It's the same thing.
You're arguing indentured services as slaves the same as definitely doing what you're suggesting, sister. For sure.
Hey, listen, man. At some point, they're gonna run out of arguments and start recycling this shit. Well, they already been recycling the arguments, but
At some point, they ain't gonna have no new argument.
But they don't have education. I mean, that's it. Like, if they don't have
Yo, but hold on.
education,
That sounded harsh coming from you, honey. That sounded real harsh. Like,
These motherfuckers ain't got no education.
sounded like whatever they trying to do is impossible. They ain't got no education.
Nah, that's exactly what that shit was giving.
That's how I took it. That's how I took it.
I used to listen.
because they don't have,
She
because
got
they don't have education. They don't have education. Like, you can't reason, you can't do logic with somebody who has none.
They don't know what logic is.
Exactly. That's not logical. So if they're not logical and they can't reason, nor can they comprehend, they can't read and comprehend. So it's kind of hard to drive home something to somebody who can't comprehend.
Do you think that they intentionally don't want to comprehend? I'm curious.
I mean, I think it's half and half. You know, the bad kid who don't know shit, so they just act bad.
Yeah. Are you
It's
saying
like
that they clicked up?
Yeah. They're the same people, you know, it's people, they probably, and they're anti-education. They're anti-everything.
They are anti, because they'll tell you in a heartbeat that's the white man education.
And then read you some pseudo shit from another white man and just say this white man's better. Like
he better because he didn't use the same tools the other white man did to find out if the shit was true or not.
yeah, and he's better because the other white people don't accept him. So he's the like
The
that's really how they think about it.
Yo, Truth pulled up that list as if that list disqualified Darwin's theory.
Mm-hmm.
I was over here like, wait a minute. This don't disprove shit. I don't know how you went out and came back in, out of coincidence, but that was tight.
Yeah, I don't know how I did neither. I don't know how I did neither. I'm on the phone,
man. I don't know what he got, but that motherfucker, he got kicked off and came right back on without me adding that nigga. He came right smooth back in here. But no, like for real, you gotta think about it. Like the white man is white man, and then they give you a white man they give you is because he goes against anything. But how the hell did you put up a list of experts in many different fields whose main prerogative is to say we're just not going to accept 2 points of Darwin's theory as the driving force for life, but we propose that we continue to have doubts, right? They don't go against it because they don't have the evidence to refuse it, but they're saying to challenge this shit. It's crazy. And he argued that shit, bro. Like if that shit was like the law, like it was that it's it.
And what could that list amount to? What 0.1%? Like 1% of?
Not even that, bro, because the list ain't saying what I said it's saying.
Hey, but check it though. That nigga said he had the top, not PhDs, PADs.
Nah, he didn't say that.
He did. He did. I had to remind that bitch back every like the butt off that bitch.
Oh my
nigga said PADs, bro. Like what the fuck is that?
Hey, no cap. I was like, man, I said when I play this Read the Rainbow shit, these because I was laughing.
Nah, that shit is funny as hell.
I was making this shit laughing.
Yo, that shit is funny.
If that shit was funny to me while I was making it, I was like, oh yeah, and I just kept on coming. I said, oh yeah, let me go get the Read the Rainbow shit.
What dude named LeVar Burton or some shit? The dude that was in Star Wars, Star Trek. Shout out to that nigga, bro. Yeah, man, that shit.
I was like, this is Read the Rainbow, nigga. Like, I was like, yeah, these niggas they gonna laugh. I said, if people really watch that, don't hear that shit. Because you'll feel stupid if you just sit there and listen to that shit and you just say that. You'd be like, what? He said, what did he call mammals or mammalian? He called them
some shit.
Manimal.
Yeah, that was just coming up with shit, bro. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
Nah, but Sean, you said earlier the way he was reading it sounded like they was just sending it to him on the fly.
Yeah, it was. I'm telling you, I ain't stupid,
Well,
bro.
I feel when you said that, I'm like, yeah, because he didn't, like you said, he didn't grasp the content. You know what I'm saying? He didn't know what he was reading. It seemed like he was reading it for the first time.
And he was.
Yeah, he was.
Word.
Like that wasn't need no Ready Rock shit. That was like some fucking instant goddamn shit. Like that shit, yeah. That wasn't it, bro. Like, even when you got that microwave some information real quick, come across something on the fly, you can get them try to expound on it, whatnot. You still, somewhat a little bit familiar. Like you ain't I can read though. So I don't fucking know. Shit. Shit. That shit bad, bro. That shit was trash.
Yup.
Like, you went down listening to that shit.
Come on, man. With his third round, all terrible. All terrible. He can't read. And when he slowed down, it was still worse. Like you got 30 minutes and you're trying to fly through some shit. You're not making no argument. When my barber, who didn't know nothing about this shit, is listening to what I'm listening to, and he's cutting my hair and he's saying, he unprepared. Is he debating? I said, yes. Well, he didn't even explain the relevance of the last source. I said, no. He said, and he didn't explain the relevance of that as to his argument. I said, no. He said, so what the fuck is he doing? He's just gonna keep doing this? I said, for 30 minutes.
He's just gonna keep reading because all he gotta do is be there and be active, and he gonna win. That's it.
He ain't got to be active, bro. He just got to share his screen.
Oh, weak.
For real. That's what I was telling this nigga Aboriginal Pal. I'm like, yo. First of all, I told him that I texted the nigga. I'm like, listen, Philly OG should have lost immediately the first round when he didn't show one source. Should have been debate over. You didn't show a whole source your first round.
At least after the second round, bro, you gotta get it right. At least by the second round.
No, it shouldn't even got to the second round because the first round he didn't show no sources.
Philly OG went through the whole first round and didn't show not a definition, not a nothing.
Oh, he showed a screenshot of a Google. It was some shit he searched up on Google and read from that and made up a whole story.
Yeah, made up a whole story.
Am I lying, Lucky?
Nah, he made up a whole story, bro. That's a fact.
So the nigga just talked and rambled for however long his time was.
Yes.
And concluded like his shit 3 minutes early.
And Lucky had a whole presentation.
PowerPoint type shit.
Yes.
Man, see, I can't with niggas, bro. Like that ain't.
That's disrespectful,
time, bro.
man.
That's what I told him
bro.
too.
Like
That's what I told him.
took time out this whole fucking day, bro, or days, or however long it took, bro. Like, nah, man.
Nah, that shit was like within 18 hours, bro.
Yeah, but that should take time though.
It do. Like I've made PowerPoint before.
You took
no.
time to put that shit together. Cause I seen it, you know what I'm saying? So you did a good job. I told you that, and he did nothing.
When I clicked on the video after Not a Coincidence said that you were debating, I seen you with a piece of paper in your hand and shit, like you had been writing and shit.
Yeah, I was ready, bro.
I was in the debate too.
I thought I was finna go in, but I seen his little shit. I'm like,
I should have.
I seen him. He ain't make no claims though, Sean. Like I wrote down, he made some. One thing I remember writing down, that nigga said something about the resources. Africans don't control resources. So I'm like, bro, do Black Americans control resources? What do you want to go back and forth about? What the infrastructure is. Like that's not the debate. You know what I'm saying? But I wrote it down. But he ain't even talk about it for real. He just rambled for
You got
7
Shannon.
minutes.
You got Shannon Sharp who talk about growing up with no running water.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's people in America who don't got running water. Like, what are you talking about?
That's a fact.
The White House, I thought, just got running water in the 30s,
Yeah,
bro.
they got the wells and shit.
That shit don't make no damn sense. But Sean, I wasn't like, I remember I told you, I'm like, yo, it's not even a real debate. You know what I'm saying? But it was a debate, but I just knew. I know how Philly do. He don't know how to source information.
But Africa is an entire continent.
I was listening. I was over here trying to figure out if I needed to stay live so that you could do an after show and we could talk about the shit.
Nah, that's why I was like, it's not a real debate, Sean. And I wasn't trying to be lucky, but I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it's not even. Because
Nah,
I
that's
knew
what I
the type
told him
of
too.
bullshit that was going to happen over there.
Yeah, it was like I'm just proving he big it, like I said, and practicing a little bit before the debate.
Absolutely. I know you're going to chop that shit up and do something with that shit.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Especially you got to show that hatred for, you know what I'm saying, ancestors, man.
Oh yeah, I got it.
That's all it's about.
Yeah, I got some funny shit cooked up.
Nigga calling himself a fucking Confederate ain't no other way to self-hate than that.
Nah, but you know what's funny? This dude, Lucky, he did a AI of Aboriginal power and played the shit in the debate.
Hold on.
Yo, that shit was funny as hell.
What you just say? Not a shit. What you just say?
He made an AI of. Tell him, Lucky, what'd you do, man?
Yeah, so AP got this persona called, what's it called? Big African Power or some shit like that. He be trolling the Pan Africans. So I made an AI of Big African Power. And basically the joke is that Big African Power has been locked up. That's why he ain't been on the show. So I said the nigga AP gave my number out. He like, bro, I ain't give your number out. I'm like, bro, the nigga called me last night. He like, who? So I just played the clip, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like, bro, I need to, I gotta submit this shit as evidence. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that shit was funny as hell. Because that nigga Aboriginal Power, like, yo, that's not me. That's not me. Yo, that shit was funny though.
That's lit. I bet I missed that one. Okay.
Nah, that shit was creative. I like how you did that shit. He put time in the shit he did. You know what I'm saying? Like, he knew the type of debate it was gonna be though, but he still put the effort in. Like, for real. Like, that shit was, you did good though, man.
Nah, I appreciate that, bro. Because I definitely knew it was gonna be some bullshit.
I know you know.
I'm still waiting on Lucky to share the shit, yo. What's going on?
Yeah, share that shit.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now.
Yeah, but after I debate them, they're gonna have to debate on they have to come outside of that shit.
Yeah, I feel y'all. After y'all do what y'all gotta do, they gotta come see you. Go to Chris channel or whatever the fuck y'all gonna do this shit. Go to Honey.
Yeah.
Honey channel neutral. Shit, she got pseudo friends, nigga. For real.
Somewhere.
Okay.
Full of they assholes too.
No, the one I brought on to your show.
Man, her panel, her
for like 6 hours.
Pseudo. Bruh, her friends, she communicates to other people. They pseudo as fuck. They think everything. They think everything.
But it's levels to the pseudo. They like Hebrew pseudo, or like Avo pseudo, or like Crystal pseudo. Like, not pseudo.
All of the above.
Hold on, but what's worse out of them three, Gullah? Out of them three, what's the worst though? What's the ranking? You gotta get a ranking with that. What's the ranking, bro?
Bro, like, Crystals, out of them three, Crystals is cool. The other two, nah, out of here. Nah.
Yeah, we just. I was gonna say I can fool with the crystals. Crystals is okay. Crystals is okay.
Yeah, the crystals, they're not hurting nobody.
And some goddamn.
Man, I ain't seen her in a minute. Who chatted this? Two brothers.
Y'all niggas crazy.
I gotta see that. to send to you guys.
Hey, listen.
PNF.
Hold on, Lucky. Before you go, Lucky. So, Kira is on. Was it Q Butter channel?
Yeah.
And
Plan B.
talking about alkaline tacos, plenty of raw salad, juice and pasta, pizza, and alkaline American soul food, etc. Pasta is indigenous to America. It was the indigenous American.
Oh, she doing the right thing live for you, Sean.
Yeah. Indigenous Americans that civilized Europe, Asia, and North Africa.
Oh my God.
And then PNL, Rasani, looks like large grains of rice, but it's actually a type of pasta. It's also known as rissa, which is Italian for rice, or pasta as risotto, and it's sometimes referred to as orzo. These two niggas is dumb.
They ain't even Italian, so why they even
Yo, Dill, but look, no, Gullah, Dill say Italian is Latin, and Latin America. You don't see the connection, like.
Only connection I see is goddamn motherfuckers. Why do motherfuckers call Italians Guinea?
You heard Talkcast say Rome is California now.
Nah, he didn't say that.
He said that, bro.
Yeah, bro. I believe him.
Nah,
I believe you said that.
Nah,
So the Coliseum is really at the University of Southern California. That's the real Coliseum.
Nah, stop lying on Topcast. He ain't said.
Nah, but for real, like the fucking Trojans is the real Like I'm confused here, man.
Listen, I got a lot of work to do, y'all. I got a lot of videos to put out, but you know what I'm saying? The apples keep me busy.
Look at Melanie. She said, "I'm Crystal suit up, yo."
I believe her ass.
I believe her too. I fucks with
That's cool.
Melanie.
Hey, look,
she be on the bullshit.
It's different, yo. With the crystals,
crystals,
yoga, shea butter with the big.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it. You know we support it.
A whole little blanket in the middle.
Big up, crystals. Big up.
Right.
Go ahead, Lucky. Cue it up.
All right, I'm gonna start right from the end of his round. But Sean, I just wanted you to see his screenshot.
Okay.
He went back to the screenshot every round.
Every round.
Hold on. So I should have just left it in theater mode. Cause I got my damn zoom in. It's crazy. All right, boom.
That they had to go to the rivers. They didn't have a welling system in 100 different towns. Now it's only 54 different states in Africa, but 100 of those 54 towns didn't have irrigation
154.
or running water.
Pause that. Math ain't mathing.
Hold on. Yeah. He said when 154.
He said it's only 54 countries in Africa.
I wrote that down too, Sean.
Let's slow it
down. Sean, I can show you my white paper. I wrote that down too.
Yo, let's slow it down even slower than that, bro. Why does nigga sound like he a drunk with no teeth, bro? You can't take this man serious, bro.
I said all that, bro.
He looks just like that.
He looked just like who?
A drunk with no teeth.
And I called it, bro. How I know that? I don't even know this nigga, bro.
Nah, I didn't catch that because I seen most of this shit.
54 towns.
But he said out of the 100, what? No, out of the 54, 100 of them.
Run that shit back, bro. We didn't hear that shit.
That math not mathing at all.
We didn't hear that shit.
Yo, we didn't get 3 seconds
How
into
they collect. rainwater over there.
Hey, facts, bro. Nigga ain't even get his shit off. Hold on, let brother get his shit off.
Probably use that for bathing, you know what I mean? But other than that, I'm gonna show them my second round that they had to go to the rivers. They didn't have a welling system in 100 different towns. Now it's only 54 different states in Africa, but 100 of those 54.
Hey, yo.
You lost to
What?
a nigga.
Yo, Lucky, how many people voted?
I guess 100 of the 54.
With no teeth, bro, and I called it.
Somebody who can't count.
I don't feel bad no more. Tell you, nigga, they
This
can't talk.
nigga said 54 states, but out of the 54, 100 of them didn't have running water.
What kind of elbow math is this? Abotitian.
That's that abo science they be talking about.
Yeah, they created zero, bro. We don't know nothing about that.
Hey, listen, these niggas getting dumber and dumber per debate.
What kind of elbow arithmetic is this?
Yo, that's crazy, bro.
You gotta cook that shit up, bro. I would have had.
Yo, bro, shit, hold on. You know, Aboriginal Power said he voted for you, though, Lucky.
Nah, he didn't say that.
I'm telling you what he told me.
Oh. So.
This is what he told me. Because I'm like, yo, how you let this shit go on? Oh, you know, I voted anonymous. You know, I can't do nothing with the crowd. I'm like, no, you shouldn't even let the crowd vote it. You should have been disqualified because he ain't showed no evidence for nothing to make any argument. If you want to have a credible debate league, he gotta be disqualified. That's it.
Yep, because that was his source.
Yeah, that's his source right there. Y'all thought I was lying when I said it was a Google screenshot.
It
Like,
wasn't
that
even
wasn't that detailed, though. I thought it was a screenshot of something. That's just a screenshot of, damn.
And you see, he didn't even try to zoom in. He didn't try to zoom in, nothing.
Nah, he's lazy. You see the time, the battery life, and everything. God damn. Yo, this shit, man.
And Lucky, what was it? 70 something to what?
No, it was 53 to 40 something.
Oh, it was close. It was closer to that. My bad. Oh, the 70 something, that was Truth and Truth.
Yeah.
Yours is a little closer. All right.
Yeah, that shit it should have been 99 me. Because like you said, he ain't have nothing, bro.
Yeah, he should have been the only one that voted for himself.
Right. Him and PNL.
Who the fuck?
But watch this though, Sean.
Uh-oh. Y'all done goddamn the Adjustment Bureau is in the building. That
nigga said 54 out of 100.
Y'all gotta see that AI, man. Y'all gotta see that AI. Good.
Look, keep playing, bro. We can't get to it.
I mean, this nigga Philly is a quack.
We keep interrupting him. Go ahead.
Have a welling system in 100 different towns. Now it's only 54 different states in Africa, but 100 of those 54 towns didn't have irrigation system or running water for their people. And I'm a land right there. I read
Did you say 100 of them 54 towns?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Big dog, you say you the rest of your time?
I rendered the rest of the time, brother.
He said he rendered the time.
All right. Let's get ready to get into Lucky Guzman 3-minute rebuttal. Let me get this together. All right, you got a 3-minute rebuttal, and then you can get into your round. Step down. Whenever you speak.
So the brother said two interesting things that I wanted to address. Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah, I'm just letting you know your time starting now.
All right. So the brother said that Africans don't control their resources, right? it's an interesting point that the brother made, right? I want to make sure that we understand that this brother doesn't understand how economics works, how politics work. He doesn't even believe we should vote, guys. So he clearly doesn't know what it even means to have tax dollars, or what it even means to dictate where funding to infrastructure goes. None of that type of stuff, right? So he says that Africans don't control resources. But I want to ask the brother, do Black Americans control American resources, brother? And if so, why do we not have any of them? Why is it that all the resources that in the country seem to be controlled by small hats and suits, and none of those are aboriginals? Yeah, that was my main question that I had for that brother.
You got a minute. You got a minute and 45 seconds left on your 3-minute rebuttal, brother.
Well, yeah, I don't need a whole 3 minutes. I want to propose those questions. Those questions is going to him, but it's also going to the chat to be understood that this brother just said a bunch of nothing. Okay, he first made the claim that Africa had no running water, and now he's trying to doctor it to say that 100 towns didn't have running water. When we could talk about San Francisco, and we could talk about Los Angeles, and we could talk about Dallas, we could talk about Houston, and all these different areas where it's a high population of homeless people who literally have no access to running water unless they are literally on government assistance, right? So we got to talk about the world on a real lens. We can't use it in the old dog anarchy lens. You see what I'm saying? So let me find my video, because I'm about ready to get into my round, right? Because I got a video I wanted to play to start my round off, because I had got a call yesterday. From somebody, and I recorded the call. I wanted it to be to be submitted as evidence, right? But AP, man, I think you gave my number out of something, bro.
Boy, I ain't get your motherfucking number out, boy. Your ass tweaking on.
Oh, you didn't give it out?
No, I don't give niggas number out, boy. That's that Pan African shit, boy. We don't do that.
I'm trying to figure out this nigga got my number then, bro. So look, hold on. Don't worry though. I'm gonna go ahead and get my round started.
You got your 10-minute round starting up whenever you ready. Let me know when you're ready, brother. Let's get it. Are you ready?
Yeah, is the video up?
Yep, time start now.
All right.
Man, what's good, brother Lucky? I appreciate you putting money on my books, family. It's your brother, Big African Power, and I came to lay down some fun facts for the old heads in the chat. You hating on Big Guzman and Big African Power. It do hit different when I gotta go there with Big Dog Philly. Do your homework on why I always gotta go there with niggas about Africa and all our great accolades, bro.
Got his dumb ass.
It do hit different. Now, to say Africa ain't got no running water till 2023 is crazy, bro. Let's start there. Africans been having irrigation and plumbing for thousands of years, gang. I'm about to bug the fuck up on Big Nat Turner, nigga. Lucky gone and smoke his old ass before I can catch another charge. All right, and tell that nigga Aboriginal Power to answer my calls, G.
All right, so
as you can see, the brother he wasn't prepared. I was coming in on a whole different tip, but I knew he wasn't on that. Yeah, boy, AP didn't like that call.
Hey, I was coming to work, man, and I heard somebody say that it was 100 out of 54. I'm really confused.
Everybody got fucked up off that.
I mean, that's I heard that. I was like, I just walked in my office. I'm signing in on the computer and shit. $100 out of 54. What happened? What the hell are we talking about?
You
Gotta
can't.
take this nigga back to
That's
elementary.
that Aboriginal math.
We talking negative numbers or something?
Nigga, you got 54 apples, nigga. Take 100 apples away from 54 apples, nigga. How do you do that?
I think he was looking for a percentage. I don't know.
You nigga
I don't
fractions.
understand.
100 out of 54.
Well, yo, y'all can hear me?
Yup.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta get up out of here, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. I'm probably gonna
Alright.
lie tomorrow, so I gotta promote this debate. So, you know what I'm saying? Saturday, 5 p.m.
Yeah, man, go lie. I fuck with you, bro.
Yeah.
Definitely. So I'm gonna holler at y'all later, but I'm be listening though. So
be cool,
let's
man.
get to it.
All right,
y'all be safe.
Carlito.
All right, peace to the chat.
Yeah, Halito.
Halito.
Cool, Joe. What up, bro?
Hey,
Richmond
what up?
shit.
What up? That right? Let them know. God, Jolito.
Who the man? Danny in the chat. Who else?
That motherfucker said 100 out of 54 though. I mean, he said it with confidence. I mean, if you want to talk about all of America, like to compare North America to Africa, there's several people in North America without running water. You know what I'm saying? In the United States alone, but
in Mexico and shit.
certainly in Mexico, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In
Terrible
Central
in
America,
Mexico.
yeah, it is. I mean, Guatemala, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's officially there's no continent called Central America, so that Central America is part of North America too, arguably, and it's pretty fucked up in Panama. I mean, come on, man. They just come on and make white talking points. They just sound like white folks down in Africa. They're gonna be saying bones in the nose and all that shit after a while, if they ain't already saying it.
Oh, they get into all that. That's what this debate was about. Proving that Africa was primitive. That's what he was trying to do.
White folks.
Mm-hmm.
That's just white folks.
Primitive. So
That's a
I
white
mean,
folks.
but what I'm saying, what as opposed to what?
Right.
Can they prove that the Aboriginals had anything? You can't prove they existed. Who like what are they? What are they going to? Like what are they trying to put it up again? Like you're saying that Africa is primitive, and then we don't even
Yeah.
know where your society is.
In comparison to what?
I don't
That was the
understand.
greatest thing you said. Besides the existed part, where you sounded like you were from North Carolina. But yeah.
I mean, because we can't prove that they existed at all.
Oh yeah.
Or
Yeah.
when were you guys civilized? When did that happen?
Nah, didn't you just you heard me read what Kira said? They fucking civilized North Africa, Europe, and whoever else she said on that goddamn shit claim that day.
Yeah, white folks. White folks
Yeah,
talking.
You
they believe,
what?
That's
they
because they
believe that
love
they
Africa.
civilized. Yeah, they believe they was the ones who brought civilization to Egypt. They
Europe,
was the ones
Asia.
came from the
Listen,
west.
they
Europe
civilized.
ain't halfway civilized now.
They civilized Europe and Asia. Do you know how contradicting of a statement that is?
Shit, romantic.
So then why don't they have similar cultures
And
or
they
lifestyles or anything? They don't even have similar hygiene
I don't
practices.
like to bring real natives into this, but to be honest, they didn't even have metal weapons. I mean, come on. How you going somewhere with some damn obsidian and this nigga got a bronze sword? It'll slice right through that obsidian shit.
I
I
mean,
mean,
if we
come
want to
on.
talk diseases, even what?
Well, everywhere had diseases though.
Yeah, well.
That
Yes, they
exchange with the Native
did.
Americans, they
However,
went
when
both
you're
ways.
saying that these people are going around civilizing these places, then these diseases, right, should be in these places around. the same time. Like where why aren't they there? Like why don't we see something? We have to see something similar
they should have
between
had
these things
something.
around the same times.
Hey,
Because it's the same people going around supposedly.
They should have. They would have had some immunity built up from the
Yeah,
old world diseases if that was the case. But yeah,
yeah. They would have learned things like animal husbandry and brought something back. I mean, something. Or they would have took a llama to Europe or something. Man, it's just stupid, man. That's just like we gotta get arguing with children, man.
That's
Shit.
what we
What
are
is
doing
it's
though.
like? What is it? The out of Africa theory backwards?
they the
It
new
was,
kids on the block.
Yeah,
They the
it was
out
newest
of
totally
America.
reversed.
population in the world. Native Americans, they the newest population. So you basically saying the newest population civilized, quote unquote, some of the oldest or older populations.
But
It
that's the
should make
difference
sense.
because if they're Aboriginal, they're not saying they're Native American. They're saying they
Nah,
was
I'm
here
not
before
playing into none of that
everybody.
dumbass
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah,
There ain't no
yeah.
goddamn
But you
aboriginal
gotta say,
nothing.
but you have to play into it because that's the if they're not
No, I
saying that
don't.
they're Native American and they're saying that they're Aboriginal, then their claim is that they were the first people that popped up off the ground.
But
Then
the first people
they gotta
are
prove that
related
people
to
pop up
Native
out the
Americans.
ground, first of all. Then
Yeah,
they have to
fact.
prove that they were here before the actual Native Americans came here because we don't have no evidence for that either. They can start there. Start there.
All right, so before y'all get too far into that, I want to show y'all something. So he in the chat. He a smart motherfucker because he usually he don't just really come out with shit unless he throwing some spears at people. He says, shown here, y'all seeing the picture, this Bushman guy right here. So I'm just showing y'all. This is not his actual post, but I'm bringing up an image that's similar. Shown here is the Hudea plant being held by a sand person who uses the cactus plant that is found and grown in the Kalahari Desert of southern Africa to starve off hunger, is now used in diet pills. And is this and he asked the question, is this a violation of IPR, intellectual property rights of one's culture?
Good question.
Yeah, of course. So the sand people, they eat this cactus to starve off hunger. They use that little tool right there, right? So that they can get what they need to get up out of it to eat the right part of it. Hudea plant. Yeah, I know I fucked y'all up with that.
So they should at least get like a percentage if they contributed to the discovery of this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I go to get it today. You know what I'm saying? That's
Of
not how
course,
tax
man.
work.
Of course, man.
But they definitely, you know what I'm saying? They've been doing that for a long ass time.
They can
Long ass
even they can subsist off less water than most people. The sun. They can subsist off less water. The Hazabi and the San people can subsist off of less water. I mean, it just their aerobic system is that much better than most people. But it's not because of some genetic drift type thing. It's because of them adapted to their particular environment. It's amazing. You know what I'm saying? These people are older than I mean, they possess genes that are older than everybody.
Right.
Hey, come on, man. Hey, come on.
I just wanted to throw one of the Nahisi nuggets out there at the people.
They older than the people in the Americas.
Uh, Without a doubt. I mean, like uh, about at least 170,000 years older,
They don't ever
at
talk
least.
about the Hazard, but they definitely be saying the San. They be acting like they from Asia. They say they the true
Yeah, yeah,
Asians.
How the fuck
yeah.
are they the true Asians? And they, man, come on, bro.
Because Chinese look like them.
Uh huh.
They don't look Chinese. which look like them.
Yeah, they
We're
try to
just more
everything
exposed.
in reverse to them niggas.
Right.
Nah, they don't look like the Chinese. The Chinese look like them.
That's right. Look like them.
Niggas crazy, yo. Ain't no fucking way. They just make up shit as they go. Lucky hit dude with the AI though. That was funny. But I'm trying to figure out if it's 54 countries or is it 100 countries. And 54 of the 100 countries ain't got fucking running water.
It's 54. It's 54 states, not countries, and it was 104 cities. It was 54
Well, I give him
states.
that because he might mean nation states.
He said
100
54 states.
towns.
No, he said 54 states and 100 cities.
He said 100 towns.
Yeah, not 50
Oh yeah, towns. I can't. You can't do nothing with that.
54 countries and 100 towns is crazy.
I mean, he acting like Lagos don't exist. I mean, shit, North Africa's in Africa too. That's one of the 54. Or Cairo.
And
You know what I'm
listen, he
saying?
said states. He didn't see that as a continent.
got fucking resorts.
Then he tried to doctor it. He tried to make it seem like you can't talk about no places that have tourist spots, no places that have resorts. I'm like, bro, what are you like, bro? You can't change the topic, bro. First you try to say it was no running water. Like,
I mean, he act like he knows how to put in a goddamn. He doesn't know how to put in a goddamn septic system. I mean, anything that he named is something we have. It's something that the larger society produced. You can't do it. You know what I'm saying? If the infrastructure were to shut down, what would you do? And you're bragging about that. That's something to brag about.
His argument was that Africans was using rainwater. Meanwhile, he doesn't understand where America gets their water from.
we all ultimately use rainwater.
Exactly, and I said that in the debate. I was like, brother, you proving you don't know what you're talking about.
He don't know about the water table, the water cycle. I mean, that's something you learn in school. You know, you see the evaporation, the clouds, the rain. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know where water comes from. You use rainwater. That's a good thing. If you're using rainwater, that's good. That's pretty goddamn
It's
self-sufficient.
resourceful. Yeah.
Yeah, very.
You're
That's the
not
word I'm looking for.
wasting
Thank you.
damn near as half as much water as we waste over here, bro.
Right. Especially on the
Nigga
irrigation.
you can't install a damn toilet. Talk about some goddamn what Africans don't do. Like, this is white people, man. You just sound like a white person. For real. God
Yeah.
damn.
But he said something. He said a lot of interesting things in the debate, though, that I wanted to clip up for the thing. So he said he don't care about nothing, right? He don't fuck with the government, but since he been 34 years old, he been receiving $10,000 a month from the government. And he said, hold up, and he said he lives on 60 acres of land and in Georgia, and what he said, and that his family been here since the 1700s. So the brother's not Aboriginal.
Hey, this nigga ain't living on no acres of lands in Georgia.
That's a goddamn lie.
Yeah,
$10,000
sure.
a month is a lie.
He ain't getting $10,000 a month from the government.
So you get $120,000 a year from the government.
From being a veteran, that's what he said.
No, that's a lie.
What?
From being a veteran of what?
Fucking 2,000 a month, nigga. Fuck he do?
Yeah,
You got all the hearts, purple hearts, orange hearts, nigga. What the fuck? Your legs must be blown off, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? $10,000? My pops
yeah.
veteran.
100% is like 3,400 a month. Last time I checked.
Motherfucking $10,000.
Yeah, and they ain't giving out 100% because I had a stepdad and that nigga got like 5%.
Shit, I got 20%. My shit gonna go up that next year though. Try to get at least 30%. That ain't number like $300. That ain't no money.
You're lucky you get anything. They were fucking my
Yeah.
private open until he died, until right before he died a couple years
Oh
ago.
yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, you know, it's a lot more sympathy since the 9/11 thing. You know what I'm saying? That's when everybody started liking veterans. You know what I'm saying? Since that whole Middle East conflict, you know what I'm saying, when it started back in the 90s, you know,
Mm-hmm.
people a lot more, you know what I'm saying? Because when I was in the army, they were like, "Thank you for your service." I didn't know what the fuck they was talking about. I didn't understand that shit at all. What? But they used to buy me free beers and shit at the airport, so I was cool with it. I was cool with that. $10,000 a month. That nigga's a fraud. It's, they just about what's up, Gullah? You see, when you get to the casino, these bastard ass goddamn white folks, man, they don't want us to have shit in the city.
Why you think you need a casino, bro?
We need something. We need some type of attraction in the
Do y'all
city. It's
still
not,
do y'all still got Indians in the territory?
yeah, but that they signed some shit years ago to not do the to not do the casino thing, but they trying to fight for it now. The reason we didn't get the casino because we voted for it, you know, like citywide, and the white folks ain't want it. Just that simple. They don't have no reason why. It'll bring crime. It's already crime. The fuck you mean? It'll bring crime. You know what I'm saying? It was like a casino resort, you know. But they shot that shit down.
And them folks
Good
scared they
old.
gonna get robbed.
Hey man, come on, man. You could get robbed anyway. Don't come. If you worried about it, don't come.
You so
That's
scared,
the
make
thing.
more than one casino then. Don't be the only
Yeah,
place in town. Shit.
yeah, don't come. Man, ain't nobody sitting out there robbing no white folks. Niggas know what time it is. You fuck with white folks, you going to jail forever. For real, I was thinking about the nigga that shot the dude across the street from where I'm right now. He shot a white dude. That nigga went to jail in 1992. He's still in jail. That nigga's still in jail. And he was 18, 19 years old. He's still in jail. He's shot in 1992. They just might as well kill him. I mean, I know he probably don't feel that way, but god damn, still in jail. Man, that people. I gotta start being more vocal in the community. This shit is ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. We don't have a coliseum no more. We don't got shit. For real. God damn, police.
Lucky
Police.
fucked up the whole conversation, yo. That old ass nigga he debated. Shouldn't have debated a nigga too old.
That was an
Who is the person
exhibition.
you debated? What's his name?
I was sparring. I call him Old Dog Anarchy, but his name is Big Dog Philly OG.
They from Georgia.
He say he from Philly, but he live in Georgia. And I call him Old Dog Anarchy. I don't give him no state, no city, no none of that. He an old ass dude who say, don't vote. The government has corrupted the minds of the youth, and anybody who took the jab is a sheep. That's what he says every day, and he hates religions. Every time you
How
get the
he
mic,
hate religion and he religious?
because he used to be in the Nation of Islam, because he used to be smoking the dope. So he turned the Nation of Islam, and then when he left the church, he hit the conscious community, and then
So the
he
nigga
got back.
smoking dope, but vaccines is bad.
Hey, he sound like Bethany.
I don't be understanding these niggas.
Him and Bethany.
That chick is she's the worst. She's the absolute worst. For real, 'cause she's way too old to be playing these games and taking people money like she's doing. She's just a straight crook. I don't have no respect for that at all. She's a crook. Did y'all ever hear with when Dan Calloway got into it with the Judge Joe Brown dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Man,
had
that
watched it
that
recently.
yeah, that shit was terrible. That
Yeah,
shit was
Smoke
terrible.
Project a while ago.
That shit was terrible, man. I
Yeah, he
mean,
was hella disrespectful.
Yeah, that's an old ass man. You gotta give him that at least. Talk about you gonna pull up on somebody. I know where you live, right? Dude, you like you wouldn't talk like that if it was true. Like you that stupid. I mean, damn, like niggas, it's just like so immature to think that you can't get got or you can say something like
Nigga
that.
pull up on Joe Brown. I need to be in Tennessee. You will stomp that boy out, man. You ain't doing shit to Joe Brown, nigga.
Yeah, he can't.
Fuck you talking about? Standing on Tennessee business.
Around there.
Yeah. Oh no. Like what is
Oh, where he
Milfonsboro?
from? Yeah, he from damn, like right outside of Nashville,
Yeah,
where
Central Tennessee.
Tina Turner and them was living at.
Oh, Nutbush.
Yeah.
Bush.
That's by Memphis.
Oh, about Memphis.
Yeah.
I know it was about Memphis and Nashville. You know. Yeah, because he always used to say how he seen Tina and Ike growing up and shit. And how she used to beat on the nigga.
You need a new lighter. All this striking.
Eat the cake. Eat the cake, animal.
Who's
Hey,
Joe?
damn, man.
Who Joe?
Yo,
Is you
yo.
okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
You sure?
You know, I got a real laid back job where I can do things I want to do at work.
So you getting high?
No, I don't use words like that on the job.
Elevated.
Educate somebody in the cat.
Tavis said you was smoking that mid earlier, son.
No, I don't smoke.
I don't even know what no man that. I don't even know no man.
That shit done went extinct.
Do
I
they
ain't seen
still
no man
sell
in a
it?
minute.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I ain't seen it.
That should be
Hold on.
around here somewhere.
Yeah, it
The
gotta be.
old head
It gotta
niggas
be.
and this shit underground now.
It's still out there. They putting fentanyl on that shit, so niggas don't know what.
Even this shit I grew in my yard. Turned out it was alright. You know what I'm saying? Just keep the males away. You don't gonna have no seeds. That shit
So
big.
yo, Ohio, they done legalized they shit.
Oh, they legalized in Ohio. I know they
Yes,
are.
Yeah,
they did.
buddy.
That's
Tennessee
what's
need to
up.
quit
I'm
playing.
excited.
So dispensaries finna start popping up.
Yeah, the Arabs run it. The Arabs run it here. They're illegal, John. They're illegal, John. Not the real one. Still the white boys, not the real one. The Arabs, like, they didn't go head first with this shit.
It's
There's a couple
crazy because
spots.
California just legalized this shit a few years ago, not too long ago.
Eh, I mean, that's what, for real, the African Union need to
You don't have to
start thinking
let
about
people.
that.
You don't have to let people out of jail.
They've
Yeah, my
been
shit got
letting
They
some
expunged.
need
people out.
to.
They've been doing it. They've been letting some people out, but niggas, they had a bill to legalize it recreationally or decriminalize it and get some of the people out of jail and what you call
Expunged their account.
reimburse them for time lost
Oh,
monetarily.
goddamn. That's all right.
Yeah, that shit. I don't think that shit passed though. That was like
Okay.
a year and a half, 2 years ago. Yeah, cause me and
Yeah,
Satep did a show on it.
whenever it's too many black people involved, they're not
Hey,
giving away shit.
hey, how the fuck you come right back in, Gully?
Sean, you feel
Well,
like your
hey,
power's slipping away?
Hell no, my shit better not be. Not a coincidence.
If
Did
I
the same shit. It must be a new
if it
feature
happened to
on.
me, it's not gonna let me come back. I bet.
they gave niggas the keys, man.
I'm not gonna try it. It don't like me like that today.
100 out of 54. I'm gonna try to do that equation.
Who was Bamboo, and why won't he press the
Oh, the
fucking
reason why
link?
you had to sign in because you needed to authenticate. So niggas who got logins, they ain't have to. They just come straight on in.
But that's stupid, because it's not like I ain't been on here before.
Well, you should have signed into your motherfucking stream yard.
That's dumb. No.
Your ass.
I got the little StreamYard app thingy. But didn't even ask me if we wanted to go there.
Yeah, who is Bamboo? That's
I don't
who
know.
is
That nigga Bamboo been asking a lot of questions.
whoever it is
Bamboo
know me.
won't
They
press the
said
link.
they know my favorite strain, so they know whoever the fuck that is. They familiar with.
I like your hat.
And you
You
know
up?
what? You know who the fuck Bamboo might be?
Either Rocket. I know Satep sleep right now, so it ain't him.
Nah, that nigga should tell my ass might be up. Because that nigga
Yeah,
asking some like questions on purpose and shit. So
yeah, man, that's Satep, man.
you know the answer to that shit. I don't know what she be talking about in the chat.
What you say?
Umika.
Yeah, I can't see the chat.
Oh, cool, Joe, funny.
So yeah, y'all see that link? Let me put it in the back private.
What is that for?
These nuts.
Sean.
Hit that link.
I would definitely beat
That
you
link.
up,
You hit that
though.
link. You click on notify you. Hit the link.
I refuse.
Hit the link and hit notify me, man. That's all I ask.
Why? So, Sean, how you get it to play this stuff while we waiting?
When you setting up, when you do, you only can do it when you're uploading a video, or when you setting up a show. Let me see. It's only on upload videos. They have a feature in there when you set up the premiere that you can, if you scroll down to the bottom, it'll ask if you want to add a trailer. So if you got videos that are within like a minute, 2 minutes, somewhere around there, 3 minutes, then it'll play that particular video. So if I move the wait time to 5 minutes before the show starts, or 10 minutes, then I probably can play a longer video. But yeah, we got trailers to add. So I just be picking some shit to do it as a trailer. So if you go and watch it now, you can't watch the trailer again because you already watched it once. So that's the only negative. But yeah, I wanted to add trailers to it for the people that's waiting.
Oh, like your commercials and stuff?
Yeah. Hey, Sutek, you see YK the Truth video today?
What you doing?
I'll let you watch it. That nigga he did clip me up.
Let's see.
Clip me up, bro. Put me behind a research guy.
Oh, the research guy.
Oh, that dude is. I talked to him before he had the TikTok. He said he was 24% Native American, and I was like, "That's a goddamn lie. That's a
Yeah,
goddamn lie. That's a lie." I seen this shit on the little shit he got on TikTok. I mean, this shit's terrible. He'll use something, and they're not even saying what he's saying. They're not even saying what he's saying. They just clip it up. Told you. It's an absolute clown. He's an absolute fraud. Absolute fraud. I watched the junk on what's it, the Dr. Mayat, and I forget the dude name, but she was interviewing some dude. That nigga was hitting home runs, man. He was knocking that shit out the park, man. He was saying how, it's kind of like you can't argue with a person on their personal shit. But that being said, you're not going to pretend that those are our people. You can't say you're an Indian and then say you invented rock and roll. Nah, motherfucker, you didn't. These are Africans. These were
Mm.
Africans.
Yeah, they're trying to take black culture, but claim to be Indians.
Yeah, they can't have it like that. That's when they need to be approached. You can believe all you want that your grandmama was a Cherokee and that they somehow managed to survive despite the onslaught towards those people. They survived in the same place and that they've been for generations. Okay, okay, untouched, untouched. Yeah, the niggas upstate talking about they 100% narrow guns act. That's some bullshit.
All they gotta do is be Indian. Leave Africa out of it. Leave Africa, African Americans, leave our history and culture out of that shit. And I'm cool, bro. Be Indian.
That nigga was going off. He was mad. He was mad at whoever he was pointing at, which really is YK, because YK been chopping him off bit by bit.
That's why I told somebody in the chat earlier. YK, I was telling Shot that shit. Yeah, YK got dude handled. He on his head.
Yep. Expose him for being a fraud. And on his tree.
Oh yeah, I say that. Yeah, yeah. I found him on Ancestry. Yeah, that's why it's fake. You can put any picture on there you want. You can really make your shit up if you want to. That's why that shit don't work. When they were like, you need to do your genealogy. Yeah, you need to do your genealogy in league with doing your DNA, so you can verify that you actually related to those people. Instead of just you see a name on a piece of paper, for all you know, somebody could have been adopted down the line. You don't know. You don't know. I mean, records ain't obviously weren't kept that well. Motherfucker told me he could take his family back to 1600s in Mississippi. Impossible. Impossible. Them Indians won't writing down shit. They won't. It just is what it is. It ain't saying that they were primitive or they were based or anything. But it's just the fact that they didn't develop a type of writing, which I don't think is a really big deal. But they didn't. So what record are you talking about in the 1600s in Mississippi? They say shit that sound heavy to people who don't know nobody. But any one of us are knock that shit out the park. Easy money.
Man, listen, man, I'm about to get up out of here, man. About to
Yeah, I
crash.
gotta work tonight.
I gotta get up in the morning to work out.
I'ma find out who you is, Bamboo. This nigga said, am I really out here arguing with a dude that buy weed from a store? Who you arguing with? You in the chat talking to yourself, kid. You in the chat talking to yourself, kid. I stopped saying something to you like 30 minutes ago.
I bet he don't know. He called himself Bamboo. I bet he doesn't know how chickens, the modern chicken evolved from bamboo. It didn't evolve from bamboo, but the way that the way that we use them, it was because they ate the chicken seeds from bamboo in Southeast Asia. You don't even know that.
Yeah, that's a tip.
Bamboo is significant. It is
I
very
know
significant.
who it was.
He talking about cut your dreads. I know that's a tip now.
Tip.
Nigga got it cut. Now you want me to cut my shit.
He
Nah,
just
nigga.
told on himself. He told on himself. Asking all them goddamn questions he know the answer to. That nigga high, he ain't gotta work tomorrow. He off. Tomorrow vacation day for him because it's Veterans Day.
Yeah.
That boy,
Oh yeah.
He ain't gotta go in for that shit. Or he gonna work from home tomorrow. One of the two happen. He either working
yeah,
from home
middle of the
tomorrow
pack.
or he ain't gotta work at all. And then they gonna hit with his goddamn bamboo account so he can do the little thunderstorm and lightning videos and where he getting his money off the views. That's it, man. Look, they ain't typing no more. He just slowed his typing up. Buys both and think he king.
Booth. So that's telling. Like, what slang do that area come from? I've heard that.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Man, that's some Ohio shit, bro.
Don't do us.
You live in Ohio? Oh, that is so sad.
Oh, look, yeah, he trolling. He meant to say buys books. And thinks he's a historian.
Now, as I told him, I'm a weed historian. I'm a reefer historian.
Oh, okay.
I just been to Cleveland. Whoa.
Excuse me, once again.
Whoa.
You in Cleveland, ain't you?
Calm down. Calm down.
She go to Cincinnati.
I went to East Cleveland. Whoa.
Calm down. Like, why do you keep? What is wrong? Is he trying to troll me?
Cincinnati is better.
Oh gosh.
What's wrong with
they ain't even had Christmas lights.
East Cleveland is small.
Oh yeah, it is. It is.
East Cleveland does have Christmas lights because
the
illuminating company is in East Cleveland.
All they got is East and West, bro. That's it.
Stop it. No, it's not. East Cleveland it's not part of Cleveland.
Yeah, that's his own city, I learned. But no,
he said I learned.
Yeah. I didn't know, I was just up there.
Cleveland ain't got an East or West. Motherfucker told me they was on the West. I was like, no, nigga. I'm in the middle of fucking Cleveland. It ain't no West Cleveland, East Cleveland. All this shit is
Yes, it is a West Cleveland. On the west side of, Tower City's like downtown. Then you go west.
Downtown is considered north.
West
downtown where the water at.
No, it's not. Well, kind of, yeah. I
guess.
Yeah,
that is pretty though. I will say that. That's a pretty area.
Downtown area is right where the water is. There's nothing north of the water. There's nothing really south.
Yes, it is.
East and West.
West Virginia.
No.
Are you talking about a Cleveland? Well, yeah, because yeah.
Cleveland ain't like Cincinnati.
Because south is like you just go to a different city.
Cleveland ain't like Cincinnati.
It's duh. Because it's
y'all niggas want to be the South.
Nah, Cleveland can't be the South.
They want to be.
They 3 hours.
Want to be the South.
Ohio does border.
We write about New York and shit.
No, you're not. I'm closer to New York than you are.
Where you at?
Because you're so far. I'm in Richmond. I'm closer to New York than you are.
And from Cleveland?
Yeah. Yeah. How? I mean, you could do the hours. It'll be about the same, is it? Nah, because, just y'all don't have the highway system out there that we have on the East Coast. The Midwest is, yeah.
You in Virginia. You think you're closer to New York?
Yeah, I am.
In Cleveland?
Yes.
No.
Go straight up 95. Which is a major highway. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the major highway in Cleveland?
90, 71, 271.
Nah, you named too many motherfuckers. Nah, nigga. I was on one motherfucker that went all the way.
Because one go north and south, one go east.
It ain't no fucking north.
Would you be quiet? Cleveland is
There's
north.
no
Lake
north.
Erie right there. Then you go across that.
There's no north. Lake Erie
are north.
There's no north because of Lake Erie. Took away. There's no land.
You please be quiet. There is a north.
No, it is not.
That's what I'm saying. For you to get to New York, you would have to go around Lake Erie. I mean, how would you get there?
You don't have to
going
go
to New York
Lake
is an
Erie.
issue.
What are you talking about?
You would. You have to go through one of those damn Great Lakes to get over there.
No, we do not. If
Unless my geography
I'm gonna be in Canada.
Yeah, if you go across the lake, if you go north, you're going through the lake and you'll be in Canada.
Yeah, but you will have to enter another lake. Lake Erie borders Canada too, because that's the furthest. That's the most southernmost of the Great Lakes. Lake Erie. Come down to Pennsylvania and all that shit.
Let's do this. Let's do this shit like.
Yeah, let's look at it.
Let's do it like.
I got it in my head, but I know that.
Nah. You straight. Yeah, we ain't slow. We know what we got to do.
Said I got it in my head. You go through PA. It's right to the right, like you just go.
Yeah, to go to Pennsylvania, but that's Western Pennsylvania. It takes some shit of time to get to Pittsburgh from Philadelphia. Like I would think I'm closer to Philadelphia than Pittsburgh is.
This in Cali, Travis.
Look.
Yeah, but where New York is.
Tell me where North at.
at.
Tell me where the fuck is North.
Wait, what do you mean?
This is Cleveland. No, this is Cleveland. There's no south.
So do you see a north and south? Yes,
Listen,
south.
right here,
South.
I can't tell y'all who live in Garfield Heights, but we got a partner that live in Garfield Heights, and that's all I'm gonna say. Garfield Heights is right there.
You were south.
Listen, no, finish. No. It's not fucking south. Listen, all of this shit that's outside of Cleveland. But they claim that it's in Cleveland city limits. I don't know how, but they said so. Anyway, in Cleveland, all this shit right here, yo, is east and west. Like I said, listen, look,
sir.
If you go further north, in Lake Erie,
my God,
you end up in Canada.
I understand that.
That's a big lake.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to our dear brother Cujo because he was thinking about Lake Heron. He was thinking about Michigan, right? He was thinking about Lake Erie and Lake Heron, right?
But it is the southernmost. It is the southernmost Great Lake, right?
Lake Erie is, yeah.
Yeah. I remember that from school.
Right, but if you look at it, like I said, you can get to Detroit in 2 hours, 2.5, 3 hours. You can get to Buffalo in the same distance. Toronto, you can even get into Canada and go to whichever way, either through Detroit or Buffalo to get to Canada.
You usually go through Buffalo.
It's faster?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's better. I mean, it depends on where you want to go. Like, if you want to go to the Cedar Falls, you probably go that way. If you want to go do some other shit, you might not.
But Cleveland is really close to New York. And not too far from Pittsburgh. Fuck Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's like an hour and a half or almost 2 hours from Pittsburgh.
For real? I ain't know that. I ain't know that at all. The furthest in
I basically New York.
I ain't been there. I've been right here. I ain't been to Wisconsin. I never been to Wisconsin. I've been to Michigan because I had to drive. I flew to Michigan in Lansing, Michigan, to be exact, and picked up a truck when I was selling cars and drove it all the way back home. I took 69 into Indiana, then to 65. Came on home. Took me 8 hours. I ain't been to Iowa.
Indiana.
You were flying 8 hours.
Hell yeah, I was doing about 110 in that motherfucker.
Yeah, it had to be.
I got gas once. They gave me a full tank. I made it through there sliding. When I got to Indianapolis, almost Louisville, somewhere around there, I got gas again. Came on in, sold my truck. I made $5,000. I flew my ass up there and drove back.
Since for the record, I meant New York City. I didn't mean New York State. No one cares about New York State.
Nah, New York State, but New York State is not that far away though. See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I know. I knew that. I knew that. I knew that. But when I said New York, I meant New York City. I didn't mean New York State.
Well, shit.
I mean, I know New York is right there. They closer to Buffalo.
Ain't no driving from fucking Cleveland to New York State. You doing that shit? You crazy as hell. You got to take 80. You got to go through Pennsylvania.
You can go from Cleveland to New York. What are you talking about? I mean, New York City is far.
That's really
no, yeah, see that's what I wasn't talking about. No damn New York.
You gotta listen. You gotta go to Akron.
But you going straight?
You gotta go to Akron and cross and ride 80 all the way to New York.
Akron is like 30 minutes away. It's not that far.
Right. So you gotta go 30 minutes from Cleveland, and then you gotta cross all the way through Pennsylvania to get to New York. And it ain't no easy ass drive. That's like 12 hours.
Yeah, because the
To get
highway
to
system
what?
there sucks.
New York City?
The city.
Yeah. It's like 10
Yeah.
hours. It's not no damn 12.
Yeah, it's 7 from Richmond. That's what I was.
This heifer want to argue over. All right, man. Damn. I'm tired of this heifer, bro. Damn, it's less than that. You can get through Pennsylvania in that time? We both was wrong.
8. I was just thinking that because I was like, dang, it was only like 12 some hours to get down south. So I don't know about it being.
What's down south?
I know, for real. 'Cause you right next to West Virginia.
You know,
which I don't
I was
claim
thinking
at all.
about like South Carolina.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
you can get to you can get to
That's where
Kentucky.
my
Kentucky
baby
right
is.
there. Kentucky right there. You border Kentucky and West Virginia on your southeast side, and your
that's a
it's
hell of a
due
push.
south is Kentucky.
6 hours. You think you can get to New York in 6 hours?
Hey, ain't nobody doing that.
Yeah. Yo, we got a partner, man. We got a partner right over here, Long Island.
Yeah, why would you go to New York State? What's there?
Shopping.
Right.
White folks?
They ain't paying no taxes.
White folks? That's what you said.
No, I said shopping.
Shopping.
No, the
You keep on.
places Pennsylvania,
No.
the one that be with the taxes, but New York,
Yeah.
they got a lot of shopping.
Hold up. My aunt lived in
Okay. That shit gonna be
Bridgewater.
expensive.
Where that shit at? Bridgewater's up here by one of these Brunswicks, east or north. Where the fuck is that shit at? And we went to a mall, yo. We went to the motherfucking mall. Bridgewater, here you go, right here. My aunt, she lived right here. She worked at AT&T, and she lived in Bridgewater. This is where I met first person that played in the NBA. And
the first nigga to ever play in the NBA.
First nigga that I know to play in the NBA. The first nigga I know to play in the NBA.
Elgin Baylor.
Nah, it's Rick Murdoch. I met him. He played basketball. Several NBA teams, but he was the first person that I knew that played in the NBA. I didn't know anybody ever met anybody that played in the NBA.
Yeah,
before.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who was the first person I met in the NBA. Like met. I can't say Moses Malone because that wasn't the same, you know. I was a little ass boy getting an autograph. I ain't meet him.
Yeah.
That nigga from
I was
Petersburg,
talking
big
about
up
that shit
804.
yesterday. Like, man, imagine how boring that shit was before niggas was in basketball, bro. Before they was in the NBA.
Yeah.
That shit ass.
Yeah.
They watching it though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take what you can get. You know
Shit,
what
I
I'm saying?
wasn't
This shit wasn't
watching.
that long ago. It wasn't that long ago, and then it was a lot of people ain't really had access to goddamn television. You know, by the time the TV became a regular thing in houses, it was like the 50s. You know what I'm saying? When most people had a television, the late 50s. This shit ain't that long ago, man. We tend to look at it like it was. For real. I grew up looking at the Martin Luther King shit like it was 20 some years, like it was 50 years ago. You know what I mean? I was I was born like 12 years after that shit. I ain't even realize that until I, got older. Cause 12 years now ain't shit to me. You know what I'm saying? As an adult, man, 12 years go by, you like, God damn. You know what I mean? It's already November. The older you get, man, you don't have nothing to look forward to. Time go by fast. It seems like it go by fast. It's the same rate. That shit. It wasn't that long ago when everybody didn't have TV. Do y'all remember black and white television?
Yep.
I figured you would, Sean.
Black and
Like me and
white.
you might be,
No.
yeah. We might be the only one.
Nah,
We had a floor model.
Yeah, I mean, but
How's
I seen a black and white
How's
film.
Tekken gonna know? He
Take
probably the
you
youngest
know.
person on the panel.
No, he ain't. He older than you.
No, he's not. Not at
Oh,
all.
bro. Okay. I ain't gonna get into y'all argument.
When did black and white when they stopped doing that shit? I don't know.
You
I'm
start,
trying to see. Do I
you,
remember? Do I
yeah,
remember?
you start
Obviously,
seeing
I
it
don't
in
remember.
the
But
you
yeah.
start seeing them in the '90s,
You
but you still
irritating.
had them in the '80s. They were small. You know what I'm saying? It was like, we had one in the kitchen. That's wild. Y'all better remember VCRs.
Nah, I don't remember VCR. I think I still have VCRs when I had kids. Well, it was a VCR and a
The
like a
DVD
DVD.
combo. Yeah.
Yeah,
That shit looked groundbreaking back in the day.
man.
That shit ain't last. DVDs didn't last. Well, it did about 10 years. It's so sad. Y'all was all born during the crack era. God. Not just that you don't remember a time when it didn't exist, because it was always bad, but it was different. It was a different kind of bad. It was a different kind of bad. Like you had more family connections and shit. Like people got along. I mean, it was killing, but not as much. I mean, same old shit, but just not as much. But everybody was poor as a bitch too, wearing them little ass shorts. I remember that.
Elder Sean.
What year were you born, sis?
Me?
Yeah.
84.
Oh wow.
Yeah, great
Okay,
grandma
yeah.
status.
Yeah.
See, since
You
you getting blocked, I'm blocking you now.
Yeah, I did say great grandma.
yeah.
I
Oh,
added
you
the great.
39. You 30, you same age as my little sister. I don't know when she was born.
But running around here trying to call somebody fucking elder. Old ass.
Hey, 84 is a good time because you at least got to come up in the 80s a little bit, in the early 90s.
Sure remember
That's
that.
all right. You don't remember?
Nah, she don't remember. She ain't watch niggas.
Why wouldn't I remember?
Nigga Jetson.
Hey, you
I
so
like
fucking
Terrifier
dismissive,
in the
Sean. That's
90s. Like,
hilarious.
why wouldn't I?
Fucking young ass was twiddling her thumbs and be white and shit.
Okay, Sean. I'm
She went to
old.
an all white school, bro. She wasn't trying to be black.
Why? Okay, just because you want to use
She
my
wasn't
school
trying to
for
be black.
your teaching
Yeah, you went
moments.
to a prep school.
She went to an school,
Do
all
not,
girl school.
please.
The all girl school was to all what was it? What they call that shit? It was an all girl that flipped to a gender free school.
A co-ed school.
Co-ed. Private school. The
I
school
went to an all-girl private school. Yes, I
the
did.
school
Thank
was
you.
Created behind, what was the name of that motherfucking
Could
lady?
you please be quiet?
No, what was the lady name? What was the lady name? What was the significance of the school? It was to help little girls accomplish some bullshit.
No, it's a college. It's college. It's a college prep school, but it's for girls. Yes,
See?
because it was made a long time
It was
ago
made
when
for
women
girls.
weren't being taught.
Yeah, they didn't have equal opportunity then.
It's
So
an entry school for girls.
she created an equal opportunity school for all white girls, but some
Why
kind of
are you saying white? My school
They
was
accepted you.
predominantly international. Thank you.
no, it wasn't. It was all white.
Yes, it was. No, it's not at all.
How
You
many
saw
black
that.
people would you have
Hold
in your
on. You
classes?
saw the picture.
Why
Okay, hold on.
the hell is
No,
you
wait a
still on this
minute,
damn?
because you
Why is he
pulled the
still on that
school
damn
up.
page, bro?
Hold on. You pulled the school
Trying to
up, and
intentionally misspelling me and name.
you saw the all of the flags in
It was
our
an all girl school.
You saw all the flags in
white.
our dining
It was
area.
created. It
Because
was
that's
for
all
white
the
people by
countries
white
who
people.
attend to our
You got a
school. I
minority
don't
scholarship
care.
because you was mixed mulatto.
What? Boy, It is a school for international people. Okay, it's an
It
international
was an
school.
all-white Catholic school.
Americans were a minority there, and it was
No,
not
it was an
Catholic.
all-white Catholic
It's
school.
not Catholic. There is
Did you
no.
have
There's no
black kids
religion
in your
there.
classes?
Hell no, she was the
Yeah.
only one. She was the only
How
one.
many?
No, I was not.
You was the black kid
Well,
in your
my
class?
class had 12 people in it.
No.
And it
How many
was
black
3
people? How
black
many black
people
people
in,
went to the
out of,
school?
well, it was 3
God
American
damn.
black people.
How many black
And
people
on
went to the school?
a lot went to the school.
No, say it again. It was 3, motherfucker.
No, it was 3 in my class, but it was only 12 people in the class.
How many black people went to the school?
You mean your graduating class?
Nah, bro, no.
No, in my graduating class, it was 21.
The classroom was small.
God damn. You went to a
You went to a
from a
white school.
2-horse town?
It was
Exactly.
all white school.
Trying to sit here and play that shit, bro. I pulled the whole school up one day. She was trying
Yes,
to
but no, but see, this is my thing. You're asking me how many
I don't even know if
Americans
we
were in
had
my
21
class.
white
Did you
people in
ask
my
that? Because
school.
out of 21 kids, it probably was about 7 or 8 of us that was American.
Listen, I'm gonna say this one more time. How many black people attended this school?
Just
Inquiring minds want to know.
included.
Hold on, now let her answer. Let's see if she gonna tell the truth or lie.
African American or African included.
What the fuck, nigga? You
Black.
know how many black people? Went to the school?
I don't know how many black people.
It
Well, let
wasn't
me see.
many. It wasn't
now
many.
We might have had a couple hundred people,
Bruh.
and it might have been like maybe 20, 25.
Not even 20.
God damn. So you went to an all white school, basically.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. I feel sorry for you now. I'm not going to talk bad about Cleveland anymore. That is so
That's
sad.
a private school.
Gotta give
So it's
Cleveland
not,
a sympathy
if I went
pass.
To a, if I went to a public school where I was from, yeah. But I went to a private
That
school.
Negro went to a private school, bro.
We have small classes because it's better for learning.
Yeah, can't nobody.
Yeah, you private school. That's how they rock. We had
However,
like
I
30
did have to
motherfuckers in
sit
our
out.
class.
We
Meanwhile,
did have to sit out of one of our classes though.
and
the
they
black
was all
kids.
niggas.
She passed.
Probably had one Mexican in there every now and again, and he rarely speak English and shit.
Well,
Like, we
Mexico
was all
pays
niggas.
for their kids
I'll
to
tell
come
you, she
over here
passed as
for a
white.
year.
She passed as white. That's how she
No,
got.
I
did
never
not.
seen a
Yeah.
Mexican until I came to I never
We
seen it.
did, Sean. We did a sit out.
Man,
I did
don't
a
nobody.
sit out
you ain't
in
do nothing.
class. How
That
the
was
fuck can I
unaffected.
pass as white?
That was
Hey,
unaffected.
What was
y'all
it?
did a sit out. How many tails y'all have? 5
Yeah,
tails?
that's definitely white.
Yeah,
You
well,
did
it
sitting
was
out, sit
our
outs and shit.
class had the biggest amount of black kids, and we sat out of world history because they wouldn't teach us about Africa. So
We did
yeah,
a
it was
sit
I
about
only seen that shit in the movies.
Right. We did a
Did a sit out.
it was like that.
I'm gonna
It
get
was a sit out.
suspended. They calling the
But no,
police.
Like
we went
everybody
to
going get suspended,
private
you going
school.
to ISS, all that shit.
They call.
Yeah, now
We
in a
got-
public school you would, but a private school
They calling
wouldn't
the
do that.
police on us. Somebody having to sit out. Just hit
Yeah,
your
we
ass
sat
down
out.
there.
We
Already
sat out
in
the
our
history
shit.
class.
Yeah, you done slammed a couple people on their shit. You done slammed a couple of females, couple of young girls on their shit.
Yeah, we just
Like
sat out.
you had a different environment.
Well, we made our
Yeah,
teacher, our history teacher.
That's
didn't
good
teach
though.
Africa.
That's good. You
We
came from a
made them
good,
learn about it.
loving home, good, loving community and family,
You
pure,
still sound
nice.
like a nigga though, so that's a good thing. At least you don't sound like no white folk. At least you sound like a nigga.
Yeah, we
Man, y'all
niggered
country
her up
though.
when she came over here. We had to nigger her up a little, nigger
Yeah,
her up a little bit.
She been practicing that shit, bro.
Oh, she's doing a good job. Keep up the good work.
It's
For
been
real.
a
I
journey.
say I've been practicing it.
It's been a journey, bro.
I'm from East
Journey.
Cleveland, Sean.
Ain't no
No,
such.
you're not.
I don't know why you keep saying that weird ass shit.
I'm
You
from
just
East
from
City.
Cleveland.
Man, that shit look terrible. That shit,
Motherfucker,
all them. That
Bruh.
shit
I
look
went to
terrible.
school.
3
I went to
miles.
school out in
Listen,
Willoughby.
bro, it is
But,
literally 10 miles from one side of Cleveland to the other side, and we talking about an east-west.
it take an hour to get one
No, it
side
don't,
to the other
don't
side.
take no goddamn hour. The only
Yes,
reason
it does.
That's a terrible highway system if that's the case.
it's
God
only 2
damn.
roads. That's why I take an hour.
Damn.
He come to Cleveland one time and think he just knows shit.
Bruh.
Yeah, I was there for a couple of days. I went to a football game and everything. That's
But
the only
yeah,
thing.
I grew
Lake
up in East
Erie is
Cleveland though,
Lake
so I
Lake
know
Erie is
both.
beautiful.
I gotta give it chill though.
Yeah, right. It's beautiful. Where?
It's
We must
beautiful
have to
because
take
I
you to
don't
the
get to
west
see that much
side.
water. Like to where I
Oh,
live, I don't see that much water at one time. That is, I was
Bro,
like
you
it
in
was
Virginia,
breathtaking.
how the fuck you don't see no water, bro?
Oh, I see water. I see the James, but I don't see nothing that size.
There's Atlantic Ocean to the right, nigga.
Yeah, Virginia Beach is its own place though. You know, I live in Richmond. I'm in Central Virginia. I'm not down by the people.
Yeah, but if
You
you
know.
go down the street,
Who you talk to about this shit? This a real breeder would have took that mural behind the barn.
bro, I don't know who. That's September Route being funny, bro.
Now we go to ain't nothing. The beach like 2 hours. You go down there. Ain't nothing to it. Yeah, you see the Atlantic Ocean. You can go. I can see the Chesapeake Bay actually a little quicker. But I didn't that Great Lakes, man. If you're not used to, well, to me, I like natural shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, that's the only thing that impressed me about Chicago was Lake Michigan. That's it, beautiful, man. That's it. I mean, just that much water.
You do that or you do that?
The Great Lakes are the largest deposits of fresh
Damn,
water on the planet. Them
bless
Indians don't brag about that.
you. That's what push you, nigga.
I don't know if I
Bro, let me get the fuck up out of here, y'all, man. It's been real, man. We had a nice little bill. We talked a little shit, and then we talked about whatever the fuck we wanted to. Man, yeah, I appreciate y'all for tapping in, hanging out with us, man. We finna get up out of here. See y'all tomorrow. Make sure y'all grab that link, man, and watch that. You know, be locked in for that video in the morning. It's going down.
okay. Bye.
All
Go
right,
travel
Sean.
to the bar
Peace. Big up
reloaded.
Virginia. Yeah, I take that time. Sutek, Miss Lady. I don't like saying all those words. All right. Big up.
Man, Sean forgot to end the show. All right, y'all. Peace.